Oh. Hey guys, what's up? What's up? It's Marlene. Hold on, let me make sure my. Y'all thought I was gonna be something. You lying to yourself. What's up, people? What's up? You know what? I think I'm actually gonna stop vlogging. I was thinking about that. But good morning, people. Where am I supposed to look this way? Good morning, people. What's up? Um, what's today? Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Okay, cool. I'm gonna talk to y'all for a bit. Quick and easy. Look at my shoulder blades. It looks so nice. I love my shoulders. They be popping. So I've decided to go back to the gym. I've decided to go back to the gym. Um, I've set up the date November 1st because I used to work out. I used to work out like a maniac. I used to work out a lot. Like during like the quarantine season, I was working out like crazy. I was working out nonstop. I was so sad, you guys. Oh my gosh. Like I was so sad. I was so sad. I was so depressed. I was depressed. I was sad. I felt defeated. I had gone through some things with some females. They're just disappointment, very hurtful situations over there. You know, not knowing what I wanted to do as far as like my brand was concerned. Ike, what's up? What's up, my love? Not wanting to know, like I didn't know what I want to do with my brand. Like, did I want to stop? Leon Lash is like, you guys, I was really in a bad place. I was really, really in a bad place. I was in such a bad place, right? Even with my marriage too, I was in a bad place, right? Like everything was just upside down, you guys. Like, yo, it was real. Saturn in Aquarius is heavy. Like, it was really, really heavy for me. And I had to like keep my composure because I was like, Marlene, you can't let this affect you, right? So I started working out. And so what happened was I was like, I need to lose weight because I was 220 pounds. I weighed myself this morning. I'm at 200. So that's good. It's not ideal, but it's good. Like I didn't go too far off the rails because I stopped working out for months now, right? But I try to keep myself on like 200. So I'm trying my best to sort of kind of fast, reduce how much I eat this whole week. So I can to be under 200 pounds. But you know, so last year I started training at Orange Theory. That was a great experience until I went to one of the stations here in Mid City. Libby, what's up, Libby? Libby, by God's grace, I should be able to put your stuff in the mail very soon. The shipment is coming. Your box is here. Hold on, let me show you. Give me 1 second. She's like, Marnie, what? Yes, girl. Where's Libby's little box? It's so cute. I was like, oh, this is for Lou, this is for James, this is Susan, Ashley, Linda, Lisa, Long K, Lou, Jamie. Let me see. Missing a few shades. Where's your box? Anita, Sheila, Raisa, Shauna, Ogo, Michelle, Mel, Joanne. Libby, is you getting a box or not? Shola, Roxanne, Cheryl. Oh, here it is. I knew I put your box to the side. I was like, Libby's box gotta be here somewhere. Sorry, y'all. What happened? Oh yeah. So here's your box. Cause yeah, I've had this. I'm missing 3 shades, Libby. I'm good, Ebby. I'm good. Did you get your package, Ebby? Just missing 3 shades. I'm missing this one, and this one. This one is so sensitive, though. See how pretty this is? Oh. Look how beautiful this is. But it's perfect. You can give it to her as a Christmas gift. Look at the palette. Look at this. Look at that. This is just so freaking stunning. Yeah, everybody's palette is set aside with their name on it. So this is yours. Your box is here too. It's so beautiful. So she'll love it. Like perfect Christmas gift. Yes. So hi guys, what's up? So sorry, I took a little break to Libby because Libby she pre-ordered one of the palettes. I had to give her a little update because she's like, Marlene, we're gonna get them. That's it. 3 shades short. I've had all this since like March, May, whatever. Since like May. But yeah. Yes, you see, so like you don't have to worry about getting an extra gift. You just give her this for Christmas, so you'll be perfect. And I have everything. Hey Kevin, what's up? Even your box is here too. I'm looking at it. But anyways, so like so 2020 was really yeah. Oh, I put extra stuff in there too, Abby. Because the one you wanted it's too big for your eyes, so I changed the lashes to something that's like more flattering for your eyes. So hopefully you like what I picked. If you don't, let me know. Yeah, but I was like 2020. I was really, really in a bad space. You guys, I need to stay right here, and I'm like looking over there. But 2020, I was like really, really in a bad space. It was bad, you guys. It was bad. Like everything was just bad. The money was bad. The marriage was in a bad place. My health was in a bad place. Business was in a bad place. Mentally, I was in a bad place. I had befriended some people. I had befriended some ladies, like just awful, awful human beings. Like I think about it and it makes me feel like there's a snake crawling on my body. Like seriously, like I have severe PTSD from that encounter with said group of people. Do you know what I mean? So I was going through a lot. And I was like, you know what, Marlene, you got to fight back. Like you're so much more than that. Like you're so intelligent, you're so smart, you're so beautiful. You're so much more than that. So you really, really have to fight back. So I started training, so I decided to lose weight. So when the year started, when it's the new year, they'll do a whole lot of free this, like, oh, free classes here, free classes, try out a free class. So that's usually a good time to try out a lot of gyms to see what you really like, because beginning of the year they have so many new programs, right? They have so many new programs and everything like that. So it's pretty dope. It's pretty cool. So I tried Orange Theory and I really liked it. And my little sister, she had done Orange Theory. Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna get back to it. Like my little sister did Orange Theory in Miami, so she would tell me about it. So, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll start there. So I started Orange Theory in downtown New Orleans on Chapatulas. And then there was a trainer who came. We got into a fight though, which is really sad because what's her name again? Kim? I forgot what her name is, child. Some white lady. But when she came to my Orange Theory, she actually motivated me to run. Like she really did. She truly, truly did. Brooke, her name is Brooke. She truly motivated me to run. So I broke a mile in 14 minutes because of her. She's like, oh, you should come to my station. And I even gave her a shout out on my Instagram. I thought she was really dope, right? Then one day she did something I didn't like, and then that made me so mad. I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I'm quitting. I'm just done with y'all people. But when I moved to her station, which is in Mid City, there was a black guy there named Jasper. And Jasper was like the trainer. But the thing about Jasper, like all the classes that Jasper would teach were always booked. And people were like, oh, there's Jasper. I'm like, who's this Jasper dude? Like, what's going on? And how come all his classes are always booked? Like, they would be booked and you would even have a wait list, right? So I took a class one time, a couple classes, and he was really dope. Jasper will push you, like, Jasper will push you. Jasper will motivate you. So during the quarantine, a lot of the gyms were closed, but I noticed he had a spot because he kept talking about having a gym. And so I asked him, hey, Kels, what up, my love? So I kept asking him, oh, 11, 11. Y'all, I keep seeing 11, 11, and 33 all over the place. So he was like, yeah, I can come to the gym, but I have to be a client. So I went there. You know what I mean? And he just pushed me so much. Like, it's so crazy. It is so crazy. Like, I texted him this morning. I was like, oh, Jasper, can I come back? Because I stopped working out for so long. I haven't gone there. I was like, oh, gosh. And that's another reason why I want to be under 200 when I go back. Because I was like, I don't, the walk of shame. When you work out and you stop working out, you have to go back. So your teacher gonna have to see you. So like that, when I go there, I need to be like at least under 200 pounds. So I'm at 200 now, so that's okay. But yeah, so I started working out with Jasper, and then I took a liking. I don't know. I started watching people. I think Nick Bear and other people that were like really into running outside. I'm like, what the heck is this? So I started walking outside, and then one day I met this black woman. I met her on the levee. I was walking in another neighborhood. Met her on the levee. And she was like 50 something and she had just quit smoking. And when I tell you she smoked my behind walking, because she was walking so much faster than me. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. You the smoker? Why am I so slow? Why am I lagging behind? And so we exchanged numbers. She's like, oh, if you want to walk, I'll walk with you. And so we would walk. So I started walking with her. I lost touch with her, but I would walk with her. And then I was like, what if I tried running? And I started thinking about FloJo. I started thinking about Gail Joyner. Growing up, I didn't run. No, I didn't run. But growing up, though, I really love like track, because like in the Olympics, this is where you would see real black women, like dark skinned black women with the big old thighs. Shout out to Jamaica, shout out to the yardies, pun the yard, shout out to all my yardies out there. But like Jamaica would always represent, right? And Jamaicans, like the Jamaican girls who always run, tend to always be of a deeper complexion, dark skin, thick thighs, big booty, you know what I mean? They don't apologize. But like track was a place to see like beautiful, strong AF black women. Like, yeah, that's it. So like FloJo, Gail Joyner, no, sorry, Gail Devers, what's FloJo's sister-in-law? She also ran too. But like they're just freaking phenomenal. I don't know. I just feel like girls who run track just have amazing bodies, period. So I started running, but it was hard though. It was hard. It was really challenging. I was like, what the heck, girl? What you think? Who do you think you are? Girl, my heart, my lungs, my legs, and not just that too. The itching. Like I get really bad itching when I start working out. Like I can start itching like a crackhead. Like it's really, really embarrassing. I don't know if it's like the blood, I don't know, but it just like it really, really starts. It starts itching like terribly. So I'm like, oh gosh, what am I doing here? What am I trying to do here? Whatever. But yeah, so it went with like a mile. That was like my benchmark. Then it's like went up to 2 miles. Then it was like three. Then it was four. Then it was five. Then it was six. I would do like 6 miles every day. Girl, I thought I was like a trans white woman. I really thought I was. So I would just like run 6 miles a day, run, walk, jog, however you want to call it. But it was a lot. Then after a while, I just started getting used to it. And it was like, it really wasn't nothing for me. But it made me feel really strong. Like it made me feel strong. It made me feel able. It gave me like mental clarity. It sharpened my mind. It added a lot of benefits to my life. And then like it was in that time that I was working on it was during that time that I was working on my mindset, working on my body. But that was a time where I was designing all these collections. Like it was so much work, you guys. And I don't think that if I hadn't been into the whole fitness thing, that's why I'm like, I'm so grateful. I am very grateful that I met Jasper. You guys, Jasper is phenomenal. I really wish I could give like everybody a Jasper. Like I really wish you would have like a YouTube channel so you could see what I'm talking about. But I really wish that people like could experience him, because Jasper will push you to the point like it's like this is death. This is like this part right here. Like, okay, if I get here, I'm gonna die. He's gonna push you behind your black ass like right here. So when I would work out with him over quarantine, I used to say, oh my gosh, I'm going to the inferno, because that's really what it felt like. Everything is super, super intense. And you feel like you're going to die. But the funny thing is, you don't die. You're like, oh my gosh, right? And before you know it, it's like 90 minutes and you survive. You're like, oh wow, I'm still here. This is crazy. And so, like, for me, it really, like, it gave me confidence again. It gave me mental clarity. I felt strong. I felt good. It was therapeutic also, because when you go through all the stuff, whether it's like the running thing, lifting weights, slamming the ropes, you know what I mean, pushing yourself, the discipline, whatever, you explore a lot of things about yourself, about your mindset, about your relationships, your business, your money, your faith. And that's the thing. Like I'm telling you, working out is cathartic, and working out is like, to some extent, it's like it's like religious, really, because it takes you to a whole different realm, and you start to see, like, you know what, this stuff is not that bad, or the stuff that was making me sad is not that relevant, right? Or people who are fake and fugazi, like, they're not, who cares, right? Like it doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't matter. And I became a whole new person, which is what I call like activating beast mode. So like I have a thing I say, like, oh Marlene, it's time for you to activate beast mode, right? When I say that, I become like a savage. Like I just don't care. I don't care about anything. I don't care about anything. I don't care about anyone. I just care about me and what I want, and it works great. It works really good. It works great for me. So like now I have a lot of stuff I'm working on. Hopefully we'll be done with like all the pre-orders for Nigeria. Thank you, Jesus. But even that too, I think if I hadn't worked out, if I hadn't had the year I had before working out, the setback I had with Nigeria, that would have put me in a serious, serious depression. Like, what is going on? What is happening? And I was telling Kumba, I was like, I even feel like the stuff with the Nigeria stuff, I feel like even that in itself was a spiritual attack, because a lot of people are evil, a lot of people are witches, and a lot of people send negative energy your way to cause you harm, to cause you financial harm. I really feel like there is some I truly do feel like there was some occult, mystical, witchcraft stuff going on with the launch of Nigeria. I really do. But I thank God for God. I thank God for Jesus. I thank God for the Holy Spirit, because they kept me calm. I thank God for my ancestors. They kept me calm. Even my clients, and that's why I see, like, that's why I'm like, nothing happens by mistake. Like, when people place the pre-orders and I would send out cards to people, I would thank the people who ordered, you know what I mean? It helped them to believe in me. It helped them to trust me. So when all this stuff happened, people stayed calm. Like, everybody was calm. But I'm like, imagine if I had never reached out to them, if I wasn't communicating with them, if I didn't send out like beauty boxes to them, like, what would have happened, right? But nobody flipped on me. No one flipped on me. Nobody's stripping. Like, it was such a blessing. So, like, the Bible says, like, weapons will be forged, but they're not gonna prosper. So whoever was behind it, which I do think I know who was behind it, right? Whoever was behind it, the spirit that was behind it, all the occult, whatever people who were behind it, they failed, and they failed miserably, because we're gonna win. It was nothing but a setback. But what's meant for you is for you. What God says gonna happen is gonna happen. Delays might come, but at the end of the day, we're gonna cross the finish line, and I'm gonna cross the finish line. And then the next thing happening now too is, like, the B palette is also coming out. I had to push it back too. I pushed the B palette back because I didn't want any unpleasant surprises. I'm like, Nigeria scared me for the rest of my natural life. So let's press the shade. Let's press everything. Let's have everything ready to go. Once everything is ready to go and I get my samples from the finished batches, I'm like, okay, everything is good. Then we can sell. Because, it's not, I mean, making money is nice, but it's not all about the money, because when you have a business, like, it's really a marathon. Like, you got to pace yourself, because it's all about endurance, right? So I'd rather do things where it's like you have a good reputation, people get their stuff, they're happy, they're excited, than to do something like, oh, here we go again, she's behind, because then that messes up your reputation. Hey, cuckoo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, let's just do things the right way, because reputation, excellence, customer service, like, all of that over making money. So we're pressing stuff now, which I'm okay. I wish it had came out sooner, but it's okay. We thank God for Jesus. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be good. I'm super excited. Super, super duper excited. But then, like, God is also asking me to do certain things, right? Because I'm like, this is what I want you to do for the collection. This is what I want you to do for the palette. This is how I want you to market. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And when I think about it, when I think about like what God is asking me to do also, I do kind of feel overwhelmed, I ain't gonna lie, because I'm like, oh my gosh. Because see, I used to be very, very aggressive. I wish my thing was right here. I used to be very, very aggressive, like super aggressive. Like, if I say I want something, or if I say I'm gonna do something, I go all in. Like, I don't have balance. Like, I really do not have any balance. I just black out and I just become obsessed with that thing, right? And so what God is asking me to do, it really is reminiscent. Like, it really is reminding me, it's taking me back to the early days of when I started Linger Lashes. Like, I would just send PR packages to people like I was possessed. Yo, like, you wake up one day, it's like, brah, like, you would just get on Instagram. It was like Linger Lashes blackout. Because I would just send stuff to people like I was insane. Because I just loved it. Like, and that's one thing that happened to me too, right? Like, with my depression stuff, like, I lost my passion. Like, I lost my passion. And it's hard. It's hard to be successful, or it's really hard to thrive when what you do, you're not doing it from a place of passion. It's really difficult, right? Because passion is like, it's the fuel. It's like that sauce. It's like that dopamine. It's like that thing that keeps you going. Like, without food, without water, you just like, because you're so passionate about it. So when you lose your passion for stuff, you don't do everything with all your heart. It's like, I get to it when I get to it. Oh, I don't know. But when you're passionate about something, there is no I don't know, right? Because your passion said, we're going to get there. You know what I mean? We're going to make it. Like, we're going to get the prize. We're going to get the bag. Like, that's just how you feel. That's just how you feel. Like, when you're passionate, nothing can stand in your way. Nothing at all. And me, I had lost my passion. I was like, I don't know about this stuff right here. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Like, because I would complain a lot. I was frustrated. I was tired. I was exhausted. I wasn't happy. So, when that happens, it kills your passion. It kills your drive. But it's like now, when I hear what God is telling me to do, it really makes me feel like I gotta go back to like when I first started the brand, like how my mind used to be like obsessed. So I was like, yo, I gotta go back to the gym. I gotta go back to the gym because working out, intense workouts, like working out the way I used to, it truly clears up my mind. Like it really clears up my mind. And I really want to recommend to anybody too, like if you are, I know people don't like to work out like that, because at first, like you're itching, it's uncomfortable, you're sweaty, sometimes you don't know what to do in the gym. Like, how do I operate this equipment? Like, what is this? What's all of this, right? It can be a lot. It can be a lot, but I'm telling you, you get over it. You know what I'm saying? You truly, truly get over it. Sometimes you start out, you said, oh, I want to lose some weight. I want to, my body to be popping. You know what I'm saying? You want your stomach on flat, which are reasonable. It's understandable and it's reasonable, right? But it's like, I'm telling you, like, the more you stick to it, it really changes something in your mind. Like, it changes something in your head. Like, something snaps and you recognize that you are so much more powerful than what you realize. Like, you realize that you are so much more able than what you could have ever imagined. Like, you recognize that you are so much more competent, you're so much more gifted, you're so much more able. Like, there's things in there, like there are things in you that you don't even know are in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to cry out to God, oh, Jesus, help me, save me. Oh my gosh, right? But the reality is, like, a lot of the times, too, everything you need, you were already born with it. A lot of the things that you need to be successful, it's already in you. It's in your womb. Like, it's already in you. It's in your DNA. It's in your blood. It's in your head. It's just that you have never taken the time, right, to nurture those gifts, to polish those talents. Like, you've never actually taken the time to grow. And that's what I'm saying. Like, working out, having a life that's, where you are physically active like that, it forces growth. Like, it forces growth because the more you work out, you turn fat into muscles, right? You know what I mean? And that comes from pain. Like, it takes pain to have muscle. Like, 'cause things have to, like, your flesh has to like break or whatever. And then when it rebuilds itself, it brings muscle to the mix, right? But it's like you really, really have to you have to fight for your mental health. Like, you have to fight for your mental health, which is why I tend to disagree when people promote obesity as like, oh, body positivity or empowering, because it's not empowering. Me, I could tell you definitely when I was 220 and I was carrying more fat around, I really do feel like there's a certain chemical that's part of the fat that you carry, and it truly affects your mood. You know what I mean? It affects your mood. Like, when you are overweight, like especially when, like me, when you were like obese kind of thing, I believe that like there's a hormone in that fat that makes it really hard for you to be happy. It makes it really hard for you to be optimistic. It makes it really hard for you to even get started with your day because you're so lethargic, you know what I mean? Um, but like the more I would sweat, the more I would lose fat, the more I would gain muscle. Like, it's like my mind became a whole different place. You know what I mean? I started to see Marlene back. Like, yo, I think you're coming back, sis. We missed you. Where you been? You know what I'm saying? And so, and that's really, really like, that's something I want to encourage every Black woman to do. I was like, yo, I'm running for, when I used to run, I never thought I could run 6 miles, right? But then I started watching this guy. I've told you guys about him, Nick Bayer. Nick is a beast. Like, Nick, his workout stuff is on a whole nother level, child. He's on a whole nother level. And I was like, let me see if I can do it, like, for my version, right? So I would watch Nick and I'm like, I'm gonna go outside and try it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Lily, what's up, my love? Or I would watch like CrossFit. I love CrossFit. Yo, these girls in CrossFit, they're mostly white girls though, but they crazy. They are crazy, but they're so strong. Like, it's just insane to me. And the stuff they have to do for CrossFit is so hard. But these girls, they don't give up. Like, sometimes they got to carry so much weight on them and run. They like CrossFit. I encourage you to watch CrossFit videos on YouTube. These girls are so incredibly talented. Even the one who comes last, she is still first in my book. Because I'm like, there's no way. Like, there really is no way. But it's just, there's something to be said, right? There's something to be said about taking care of your mind. There's something to be said about taking care of your body. There's something to be said about pushing yourself to the limit, right? To see like what you're really made of. And then not letting those challenges break you. Because, I was talking to Kuba yesterday too. Ugh. Y'all pray for Kumba also. But yesterday I was telling her, because we were talking about what's your boy's name? Floyd Mayweather. We are talking about Floyd, right? Now, for as much as I don't always agree with Floyd, child. But as far as him being a heavyweight champ, you guys, they have a documentary on Floyd. I think he's Nigerian. I think he's an Igbo boy, but that's just my personal opinion. I think Floyd Mayweather is Nigerian. I don't care what anybody says. But when you watch the documentary of Floyd, like, he is really brave. And maybe sometimes you become so good in one area of your life that you lack in other areas like really bad, right? He's definitely not balanced, right? But I think people who are very successful also tend to be very unbalanced. They don't have balance. That's why they tend to be super, super successful in one thing. And then everything else is like, well, hopefully you have a good wife. You know what I mean? Or you hopefully have a good husband. But you really think about it, you guys, like boxing is hard. Like these people really do get hit. Like it's not a joke. Like they truly get hit. And you're not getting hit by a 4-year-old. You're not getting hit by a woman or whatever. You are also getting hit by someone who is a trained boxer. You know what I mean? I'm like Floyd Mayweather versus Oscar de la Hoya. Oscar de la Hoya ain't nothing to play with. I didn't even realize that Mexican people were really into boxing like that. But Mexican people are really good at boxing. Unbelievable, right? They're really, really good. So I'm like, when you get into a ring with somebody, that's a real fighter. That person earned the right to be in there just as much as you. And they're going to hit you. They might not win, but they're going to hit you for real, right? But I'm like, imagine going back. Imagine putting yourself in a situation where someone going to whoop you. Okay? Or like imagine putting yourself in a situation, because I think like boxing goes up to like 14 rounds. Is that what it is? And each round is like 10 minutes. But imagine fighting somebody for like an hour and they hitting you for an hour. Like, excuse me? You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's why a lot of times a lot of people in life are not successful, right? Because we're afraid to get hit. We're afraid to get hit. I was afraid to get hit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, ooh, You know what I mean? Because we don't want to be hit. We don't want to be uncomfortable. We don't want to be hit. You don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to have to pick your face up from the floor. You know what I'm saying? But you look at someone like Floyd, though, that's part of his job. Like getting hit, it's part of his job. And you got to go back in there and get hit some more. Then you go back in there and get hit some more. And most of us, we're not built like that. Like, we're built to like convenience, right? Just like Brandon Marshall. Shout out to Brandon Marshall. I love him. I love him a lot. As a black man, he's trying his best, right? But I watched the podcast, I Am Athlete, right? I watched the podcast, I'm Athlete. And I'm like, you see, all them people over there, Brandon, Chad, the other fellas, I forgot their name. The light-skinned one and the other black guy, dark-skinned one, I forgot the name, but I got love for them too, right? I'm gonna remember their name. I'm gonna watch it and remember their names, right? But I'm just saying, like, like these people are where they are today because playing football ain't no joke. Like you get hit. Like these people get hit for real. And like that's part of the game. That's what you sign up for, to get hit. But then it's like, but if they don't, but you can still win though. But like we tend to have a mindset where we flee danger. Like, oh, this is a dangerous situation, so I'm running from it, right? Like we run away from this, right? But those people say, nah, I'm gonna embrace it. I'm gonna embrace getting hit. And that's just so counterintuitive, right? That is so counterintuitive. But it's like these are the places where you actually find success. These are the people who actually become successful. People who are not afraid to get hit. And I remember like I was sitting here and I was watching the Floyd documentary and I was like, dang. And I could see why I wasn't successful, like, where I want to be, because I'm afraid to get hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't like for things to be hard. We don't like for things to take longer than they're supposed to. You see what I'm saying? We don't like for things to take longer. You know what I mean? We don't want other people to see us beat up with our face down, right? So we like to pretend that everything is okay, pretend that we rich, we set up, we good, whatever, right? So we don't want to be inconvenienced also. Like, I'm good. I'm just going to stay here and be safe or whatever. You see what I'm saying? No, but it's true. But that's like, I was watching the Floyd thing. I don't know, it's a Floyd documentary. But I'm telling you, I was like, this man's success involves him getting hit. And he's not getting, like, if I was to get in the ring with him, it'll probably be an easy 140 minutes because I don't know how to hit. And even if I do hit him, it's not gonna be that hard, right? But to get in the ring, you know what I mean? Oh, congrats, Maria. Congrats. That's amazing. You lost 60 pounds. Woo woo. That's amazing, right? But it's like, imagine though, going to a ring with Oscar De La Hoya. Like Oscar De La Hoya he does damage to people. Okay? Going to a ring with Mike Tyson. Going to a ring with George Foreman. Going to a ring with what's the other champ? Joe Frazier. You have I forgot the one that thing bit his ear. All his kids have his name too. I forgot his name, right? But I'm like, that's part of their job. And that's what these people are champs. And that's why they have so much respect from people because they do what most people would not do. Most people don't want to be hit. And even if they get hit, it's maybe like, okay, 10 to 15 minutes. Like, what the heck? Like, you happen to hit me for like, what is this? You see what I mean? But it's like a lot of us, this is how we approach life. We run. We run from things that make us uncomfortable. We run from problems. We run from difficult situations. We run from conflict. We run from confrontation. We run from competition. We run from issues. We run from things not going right in our marriage. We run from, like, you're always running. And you wonder why you're losing. You see what I'm saying? So like me, when I would wake up in the morning, I'll just go work out and the stuff would get so hard. Like sometimes it gets so hard you want to cry. Or like I'm running out there for like 6 miles because they used to take me like an hour and a half, maybe 2. Now it might take me 3. Who knows, right? But you start thinking about this stuff. Like, why am I where I am in my life? And it's like, yo, I'm running because you ran. Got afraid. You got scared. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's not even like God didn't make a mistake putting you where he put you. Like if you find yourself in a certain area, in a certain arena, in a certain field, in a certain business, like God didn't make a mistake putting you there, right? He didn't make a mistake putting you there. But the issue lies is like you are scared, so you run. We run. A lot of us run. We run from things that are hard. And we wonder why we're struggling. Because you keep running. And there comes a time you're going to have to accept that you can only run but for so long. And after a while, you're going to have to face what you're scared of. Because you can't escape it. Because wherever you run, just like Jonas trying to avoid going to Nineveh, wherever you run, those things will find you there. So eventually, you're going to have to deal with those things. You're going to have to deal with those things. So the sooner you stop running and face it, the sooner you graduate from life. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, right? And so that's the thing, because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I want to do this over again. I can't see myself doing this over again because it was so much work. Like, it was just so much work. And to feel like everything was washed away like that, I was like, but dang, you know what I mean? There was so much work. But I thank God for Jesus, though, because the Holy Spirit kept working on me. And now I'm going to put, okay, fine. If we got to start over again, that's what it is, right? And I'm only 36. It's okay. It's cool. It's whatever. So I'm like, the stuff has to be a hit, especially like the B palette one, like that needs to be a hit. And so for that to be a hit, the mindset got to be a certain way because I have to win. You know what I mean? You have to win. Like, yeah, but I need to win. I need to win. And so like, it's just like going to war. Like you have to mentally prepare yourself. You know what I mean? You have to mentally prepare yourself. Like, and that's why I do like, oh, you guys, I hope you check it out. I have the Fear Crusher course. If you haven't signed up for it, please do. Don't be afraid. Okay. You sit here and listen to me every day anyway. So the Fear Crusher one's like $40. And then the Money Mindset, there's a Money Mindset one. The membership, it's $20 a month, right? Sign up for it. I'm telling you, it's going to help you. Telling you it's going to help you. Dead ass. Like, it really is going to help you. You know what I mean? So check it out. It's in the previous video. I put it in the bio. But if I leave this one up, I will also put this in the description box, But definitely do check it out, right? But the thing is, like, when you start to think about the things that you want in your life, and first and foremost, sheesh. Like, I used to be so afraid. Like, I used to think about, because, I think really big because I'm very creative. I think really, really big. And I would think about how much, like, the stuff was going to cost. And I'm like, dang, how am I going to pay for this? And it used to make me so sad. Like, it truly, truly used to make me sad. Like, oh, my gosh, like, how am I going to pay for this? How am I going to pay for that? And I just I would feel defeated. I would feel sad. I would feel deficient, like, dang, look at me. I can't afford this again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would just crush my spirit. But now, fast forward, post workout and post everything like this new Marlene. When I think about the stuff I want, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna cost some money. I'm like, okay, I'm up to the challenge. I can get it done. You know what I mean? I can get it done. Because then people who are able to do what they want for their brands, or they're able to have money that they want, they're not better than me. They're not better than me. They're not any more special than me. They don't have a special number to God that I don't have. No, they're not better. They people just like me. They're human just like me. So if they were able to find a way, I'm gonna find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways, 6, 10, 8, 9, whatever, to make happen what I need to have happen for my life, right? Because I don't let I used to let like amounts of money, I used to like money scare me, or like, make me back out from things. I'm like, nah, embrace that ish, right? Embrace it. Like, and that's what you'll also get in the money mindset course, is like to get to a place where you don't let money scare you out of what you want to do. Because it's not, all this stuff is not even real. It's not real. The only thing that's real is you, like your personal conviction about something, like how hard you're willing to work for something. That's the only thing that is super real. Everything else is fugazi. Like, because if you're really focused and you're determined, you work hard, I promise you, by the time you get close to it, God's gonna make something happen. God's gonna make something happen. And that's something I learned. I used to get so stressed out. And I'm like, you know what? When has God ever let me down? This stuff is going to work itself out. It's going to work itself out, because it always works itself out, right? Just like you lose some people, trust, you're going to gain new people. You know what I mean? You might lose a friend today, but whatever. God's going to bring you another one. You know what I mean? You might lose, like, oh, that was my dog. Chad, God about to bring you 5 dogs. Like, what you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, let people go, man. Let people go. Don't be crying over no person. Don't cry over nobody. Let people go. If people didn't appreciate you or recognize you, they're trying to play you, whatever, let these people go. Like, let them go. Like, let the people go. Let them go. I kid you not. God gonna bring somebody else. And another person, another person. Everybody out this trick is replaceable. Okay? So don't you ever feel like, oh, I gotta have this person in my life to win. Nah, you don't. No, you don't. Okay? What you need is God, the Holy Spirit, and the Jesus. Okay? But no, you do not. You don't. God's always gonna make a way. God's always gonna make a way. Always. And this is like that. This is the kind of hope that you need to have, like everlasting hope. Like, no, I'm always gonna make it. I'm always gonna make it. I'm always gonna be hopeful. Be hopeful all the time. You know what I'm saying? But you have to sit down, especially we're going to a new year now. Don't wait for December to start thinking about what you want for 2022. Like, this is the season, because like we only got 2 months left. Time went by so quickly. We only got 2 months left in this year, right? But like, you need to sit down and think about what you want. Think about what you want, not small things, but the big things that you want. Say that, say it, say it with your chest. Like, say, this is what I want to do. I want to do boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do this. And it's okay for me to achieve this. Like, what is it going to require from me? Not just the money, but you guys, I promise you, like, everything starts with mindset. Like, so many people think they have money problems. You don't have money problems. You have a mindset problem. Because once you start having the right kind of mindset, I promise you, I tell you, like, I kid you not, money will find you. In your sleep, money will find you. Walking in the streets, money will find you. In a simple conversation, money will find you. Like, out of nowhere, somebody will call you like, hey girl, I just thought about you, I want to bless you. Money will find you. Money will find you. When you have the right kind of mindset, you will not suffer for money. I'm not playing with you guys. I'm not playing. Like, one day we're going to sit here and I will show you guys my bank accounts from, I don't know, however much I have, like, I have her, what's it called? I have her, many how you call them things, statements I have in my Chase. I will show you. You gonna see the Chase statements. You gonna see like, from money being up to money being down to the money being back up. Like, Marlene, what I tell you not, sis. If I tell you, where's my Bible? Hold on. where is the book of the Jesus? Okay, this is the Bible, right? This is my beloved. This is the voice one. This is the voice. I like it. This is the voice Bible. I like this edition a lot. This is the Bible, right? This is the Bible. This is me. This is me holding the Bible, right? When I tell you, I thought it was the end for me, right? When I tell you it was hard out here financially, when I tell you I thought it was over, hey, Jesus, this is the Bible. This is the Bible. Oh, this is it. Depression for nothing, fear for nothing. I was being dramatic out here. I even took this Bible. I took my Bible. I buried it in my in the other drawer. Like I put it there. I was like, this is it. This is a lie. Da, da, da. I thought it was over, y'all. When I tell you 2020, from 2020 until now, when I tell you from 2020 until now, not even selling as much, right? I don't sell as much Ling Lashes like that because I was focusing on like the palates and rebrains. Like I need my mental space because I can't do two things at once like that because I don't have balance. That's just how I am. So I put my all into doing the palettes, doing the shadows and everything like that. When I tell you that I probably raised over, it has to be around like 200,000. It has to be over. It has to be close to 200,000. I never thought I could do it. Please make it make sense. Like, please make it make sense. Make it make sense that you're not doing as well with your business. Like, even when my business was doing well, okay? Even when you guys, I kid you not, oh my gosh, even when the business was doing well, I wasn't even able to raise this kind of money. Like, listen to me. If you're African, you know what this means, right? Écoute-moi bien. I wasn't even able to raise this. Tell me how. Then I have this little notebook here. This was my notebook. That's what this was my notebook. Like if I ever had this was my notebook. This was my book for 2020. Where I would like if I needed money to pay for anything and I didn't have it, I would just write it in here. You guys, I kid you not. I would write it in here. You know what I mean? I would write it in here. You see? Yeah. I would write it in here. And I would write the thing that I wanted to do. Like even when I wanted to, like I was trying to raise the 100,000. You see this? And I put that here. And I put like Isaiah 55:11. You guys, it was real. And it came slowly but surely. You know, that did like my little octopus thing right here. Because that's how I was gonna have like 500 women and men that would take my classes in 2020. Right? So I would just write it here. I remember the day has to be here somewhere. When I would get like the day I got the day like I'm like, oh, I'm trying to manifest 20,000 in 2 weeks. Okay, I can show you, there are people's names in here, so I don't want to show their names, but like you see this, and all this stuff is dated. I'll put it in the course though. I'll put more of this in the course. Then I would encourage myself. Hold on. Yeah, it was real. I'm trying to see that like the day I reached. Hold on. Because I would just come in here and just write it and just talk to myself. And the money would just come. It was the craziest thing. And I'll just stay quiet. I'll just keep quiet. I'll just say, thank you, God. Then I'll keep working out. I would keep praying. Yeah. This is what I said, right? Oh, and I call this one Reflections of a Billionaire. What did I say? I said, I have lost so much time to anger, frustration, doubt, anxiety, because I expected the solutions to my problem will come from others, such as investors, influencers, etc., etc. But this new year, 2020, has made me realize how much power I have, and I have been reminded of my incredible power of manifestation. I was born an Aquarius for a reason. I was born with a birthday that represents the year of Saturn traveling back into Aquarius. Yeah, oh, I'm trying to see when I wrote down the amount. It's here somewhere. When I got the first 100,000, hold on. I wasn't planning to do this, but whatever. See? So remember I showed you the 20,000 I wanted, and then when I got to here, I got it. So right here it says like $23,176. I'll show you in the class. Then I had like Isaiah 54 verse 2 to 8. Enlarge the place. I would write like verses in there and encourage myself. Y'all, it was real. Job. American Express. These heifers. Let me see. Nigeria collection. Yeah, I prayed about that too. This is when I was ordering the stuff for the the bottles, like the lip gloss bottles for the B. I put it in here also. You see how cute that is? Then we got it done. And you see, like, you see the day. So this was November all the way to June 20, November 2020 to June 2021. That's when they got done. Sure. Hold on. I'm trying to see. Oh my goodness. It's here somewhere. You guys, this book is powerful. I'll find it and I'll show it in the course. Oh. Because I had the amount. Ah. It's in here. But yeah. But we'll go through that in the course too. I'll show you how to do that. But anyway, so this was my money book. This was my money manifestation book of 2020. Crazy. Still manifesting. I'm still manifesting. But I'm not manifesting as much as I should be, but whatever. But that just goes to show you, like, I used to be like, oh my gosh, this is over. This is over. No, girl. Change my mindset. Like, I started changing. And that's why I'm so grateful for the fitness thing. Like, I'm telling you, you need to start working out. It's going to help you so much. Like, mental clarity. I see why people start getting addicted to this stuff. But it's like, if I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have been stressed. I wouldn't have been stressed. I would have laughed, you know. And I remember too, when I lost my designer, because I had a young lady that used to work for me. I had two designers, actually. Let me actually have two designers. Girl, I'm telling you, we have money out here, man. I had two designers. And so when things got rough, one of them, I had to let her go because she was trying to do makeup. So I was like, if you do makeup, then why are you trying to work for me? So she had to go. She quit. So good. The other one, like, I really liked her. And so, like, it was at a point where, like, things were really challenging. And even to pay her, it was a challenge. And she was like, she wanted more money. And I'm like, what the heck? And I think, like, for her, this video's not gonna be super long. And I'm like, and I think for her, I'm talking for me, how it came across to me. I don't know about her, but I felt as though, like, she was trying to blackmail the kid. She was trying to blackmail me, like, oh, because she knew I liked her work. She knew I needed her help. So it's like, well, I'm putting money in the corner so that she'll have to say yes. And I was like, well, I can't afford it, because if you don't get paid on time or issues happen, you're gonna start being mad. I don't want a problem because I'm stressed out. Like, I am seriously stressed out, right? So she ended up quitting. And I remember when she quit, I was so sad. Like, I was really sad. I felt even more lonely. I felt like even more like a fellow look at me, like, what's going on? Who's gonna do the newsletters and all this stuff that she would do, the designs, and because she designed the lemonade palette, right? And so I had to go back to design again, which I didn't really want to do, you know. So I started learning a lot of, like, design apps on the iPhone, on the iTunes store. Started buying a lot of, like, apps. I learned how to layer things together. I learned to work with fonts. I learned to work with pictures. I learned to work with gifts. Like, I learned to do so much for almost like a year or two, like almost like 2 years by myself, just like doing everything. Super exhausting. And so, you know, but now looking back at it, right? I'm so grateful she left, y'all. I am so grateful she left. I'm so glad she quit. I am so glad she quit. I'm so glad. It might sound crazy to you, but it's the truth. I tell the truth. This is God. This is the Bible. Okay? I tell the truth on the Bible. I am so glad she quit. Yes. Because she was a hindrance to me. Morning, what? No, it's the truth. She was a hindrance to my creativity. You know, God is smart. You guys, God, you know, like the Nigeria. Hey, what's up, Nigeria? The B palette. Here's the B palette. Super pretty. Super gorgeous, okay? That B palette, like all these beautiful things and everything else I'm working on. I was born to create this stuff, you guys. Like, these are not like random acts of creation. Nothing is random, y'all. Nothing is random. Like, you are born with these talents on the inside of you. You're born with these talents on the inside of you. You're born, these are gifts. Like, these are gifts that God, he put in your womb before you were born. You just don't know that stuff. But you're not just, like, if you're a woman, you're not just born with this eggs for your period. Like, you're born with so much more, but you don't know it yet. So what we do in this life, we hide. We hide behind other people. We hide behind, I have money or I don't have money. Oh, I have this education, don't have this education. We hide behind people. So when God knows that you're black, you're black behind. You're hiding behind this girl, or you're hiding behind this, you're hiding behind this excuse. Okay, I'm gonna create a situation where this person will abandon you. Then you're gonna be forced to come out. Then you're gonna be forced to learn. Then you're gonna be forced to manifest the stuff that I put in you. God created all this commotion. I kid you not. Tighten up the finances, made the girl say, oh, she wants more money, knowing dang well I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? All that, like, it happened. And now, look at this. But I'm like, this would have never happened. And on top of that, these stories, like these palettes tell stories from a black woman. This is all about black people, black women, black perspective. The girl's white, she's Italian. Like, how is she ever going to come up with something like this? This is not her culture. This is not her experience, right? These are not her stories to tell. And I'm like, has she been there? My palettes probably would have looked like ColourPop. You know what I'm saying? And it's not no shade, but it's like the stuff I do, it's very meaningful, and there's history behind it, there's culture behind it. Like, this is like my mom. That's my mom. That's not her mom. You see what I'm saying? So, like, all this stuff I designed, this is the first thing I designed. I designed the bee palette on my phone because I had learned so much on how to, like, add pictures, layer pictures. Like, there's a bunch of layers. Like, you put the stage, then you put the beehive, then, like, I overlapped the beehive. I learned about so much because she was gone. So I had to figure this stuff out on my own, right? So then I had another sis, but she got on my nerves, though. But I got another sis. I said, oh, who designed your palette? Like, who designed your stuff? And she's like, oh, so-and-so. So she put me in contact with the girl. The girl she put me in contact with, she's African. So when I tell you that's my little sis, when I tell you that her and I, we vibe, it's a vibe. So when I do the design like that, she does the rendering in, like, her iPad or her Photoshop, whatever. She does all the rendering and everything. So it's definitely, like, definitely a blessing. And even when I met her, no tea, no shade, because she even knows this, right? She wasn't even that strong herself. But I kept pushing her. Like, I kept asking. And at one point, she even had a breakdown. And I was like, yo, I felt bad. I was like, okay, fine, let's just chill, right? But this whole year, she hasn't had a single breakdown because she got tougher too. She got tougher. She got more critical also. Like, because you gotta get, you have, like, I'm telling you, all the way down to the details. Like, one day we spent 4 hours just moving these bees, like these little bees right here. Okay. We spent like 4 hours just moving them. And then we like all these bees, like, and like the name of the cities, because I didn't want them to touch the beehive. So we had to fix all of that. Even inside the palette also, 'cause I didn't want no mess. So, like, the little beads right here that, like, we had to move. So everything would be, like, super clean. I mean, like, girl, I'm very, very, very picky. I'm super picky. Working with me is really challenging. It's like going to Harvard, But I'm like, God brought me another designer. And we both African. And we both understand each other. Like, it's a vibe. Like, we are, like, we connect. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when it came to this stuff, too. Like, the pattern right here for Nigeria. You see how, like, Nigeria has, like, this pattern? You see this beautiful pattern like this for Nigeria? You see that? And, like, the design here, too. You see, like, the dolls that you see? That's another girl, too. She's African, too, but she's mixed, though. So I think she's half British, half white British. And I think she's from Uganda or Rwanda. You know what I mean? But that's my girl. She did, like, we have this one. There's a different one for the green one, right? Like, it's so cute. Like, you'll see there's more. Because there are different versions of Nigeria, right? But it's like, look at all the detail stuff, though. You see how cute that is? But it's like, God just brought the right people for these projects. And they're all black women. So, I'm really glad. And now, like, Shorty be hitting me up. Hey, Marlene. I was like, uh-huh. Because you thought I was going to fail. You thought I was going to close my business. You thought I wasn't going to get up. Uh-huh. Now you check my Instagram. You see what I'm up to. You're like, yo, she's still living. Yes, Trick. I'm a cockroach. I will survive. Okay? Cockroaches have outlived dinosaurs. Okay? I sure will be a cockroach like that. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, then it made me so sad. But now thinking back on it, whoo, I thank God. I thank God she left. I think, and that's why I learned. That's what I was telling Kumba yesterday. Like, when people leave your life, sometimes if you knew why, you will start praising God. Like, hey, te re bobo shente kariaba shente. Like, sometimes when people leave your life, woo, Thank you. Bye. Don't come back. Please go. Go. You and your madness. Just go. Go. That's why I don't chase behind anybody. Go. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Because there's something better coming. There are better people coming. These people are just occupying space. Go. Go sit down somewhere. Don't sit over here though. People just sit in your space, just occupying space with their bad energy, with their bad intentions. When there are other people out there who are looking to come into your life and bring more, bring more sustenance, bring more empowerment, bring more success to you. Let these people go. So that's why today I don't cry about nobody, because I know I will never be by myself. God will always bring a tribe, like a sisterhood. Like I always find myself well taken care of. I kid you not. I always attract ladies who always want to be there for me and support me and help me so much. Like I truly do. Something like you go, you stay. How's it my problem? I do not care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I do not care. And I always find myself having meaningful relationships with other women. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, like, whatever you're going through, whatever you could be facing, stop tripping. Stop tripping. Like, you have to quarantine. Listen to me very well. You have to quarantine your bad thoughts. The thoughts that feel like the ocean is like dripping over. Like, we're going to lose everything. This is all for me. I'm going to die. No, you're not going to die. You're not dying. Quarantine your bad thoughts. You have to quarantine them. And don't let things linger long. No. If you're mad, don't be mad more than 24 hours. You wake up the next day, boom, it's over. You have an argument with somebody, don't let it linger more than 24 hours. Nah, move on. Forget about it. Like, every day you wake up with a brand new mind. Like, you don't know what happened yesterday. I don't know what happened. You see what I'm saying? Don't hold grudges. It's a waste of your time. Succeed in all that you do. Have good skin. Have a good attitude. Have friends. Go outside. Live your best life. You see what I'm saying? Live your best life. That's what's going to kill people. Oh, wow. After everything we did to her, look, she's still happy. Hell yeah. Who are you again? Who is you? Morse code. Nobody. Okay. Who are you again? Make people, anybody who wants to see you fail, or anybody who wants to see you down or wants to see you defeated, make them feel so irrelevant, because that's fully what they are. They are irrelevant. You are irrelevant. God never had to consult with you over my life. So why you think I'm going to be stressed for you for what? I do not care. I do not care. I don't care. Like I have another friend too. Like, she cares so much. Why do you care so much about people like this? They don't care about you. So match their energy. Match their energy. I don't care. Okay. Is that supposed to be my problem? How is that supposed to be my problem? I don't understand. Be happy with yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your company. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your food. Enjoy your car. Enjoy your Netflix. Enjoy your own company. Enjoy what you got. Learn to love yourself. And if somebody says, oh, I don't want to be, girl, bye. Go. That's it. If people don't want to include you in their stuff, who cares? I don't want to do it anyways. I don't care. I don't give nobody a reaction anymore. If you not notice, I got really quiet. I don't give nobody a reaction anymore, because they don't matter. And even reacting to stuff, it's a waste of your time also. Don't react to stuff. Instead, spend that time working on yourself. There's so much that you have to do for you. You don't have time to worry about people. You don't even have time to give energy to foolishness, because it's like there's so much that you have to work on when it comes to you. Work on that. Work on you. That's the best investment ever. Work on you. That when you look back a year from now, like, yo, look how much progress I've made. You look at yourself 2 years from now, like, bam, bam, look how much progress I made. You look at yourself 3 years from now, like, damn, all my friends is rich. Okay? You see what I mean? Focus on yourself. Stop crying about foolishness. It don't matter. Then people not thinking about you. You over here, you crying about somebody who left you, or you're crying about somebody that used to be a friend of yours. Then people not worried about you. Why is you worried about them? They're not that special. Nobody. Hey, Sylvia. What up, my Sylvia? And nobody that special. And nobody that's special. And nobody. Okay. Let Shaka Khan ring in your voice. And nobody. Okay. That's special. Okay. And nobody that's special. But you are, though. You are. You know what I'm saying? You are. That's why you gotta be very mindful of the content you watch, that you listen to, even if it's on YouTube, Instagram, Netflix, whatever. You know what I mean? Watch people who are positive. Hey Kay, I'm good, my love. I'm good. How you doing, boo? You know what I mean? Watch the content that is positive. Watch people that are gonna help you to grow. Watch people who are gonna put you on the path to your destiny. I'm telling you, people are, if people knew how gifted they were, they would stop wasting time on foolishness. If people knew, like, oh, what I read it the other day, here's have not heard. Where is that passage, y'all? Oh, I'm using my phone. What, it's the passage in the Bible that goes like, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard what God is getting ready to do for those who love them, to those who love him, right? So it's like, you have no idea what God is getting ready to do for you. Stop crying about stuff you can't fix. You know what I mean? Stop crying over things that, honestly, they don't really matter. We're doing the Susu thing, but we're not gonna start back until December, Ify. So we're not gonna start until because the last one ends December 15th. So some of the ladies want to do it again, but it won't be until like maybe January 1st or something like that. So but send me a DM though, Lena the Money Girl, right? So it's like you just have to focus on that. You guys, you have potential. Like, you'll be surprised. Like, just like when I did the classes, right? Like, the class stuff, I did them last year. I was like, okay, I'm probably going to teach that because, I was like, this is what I've experienced. So, and this is what I've learned from that. This is the wisdom I got from my own situation. So let me teach it, right? And I've been meaning to do it pre-recorded since 2020. And I had the equipment. I didn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do it. But then I finally did it. And it's like people sign up. And it's like, it might not be a lot to some people. But it's like, I was able to make like almost $1,000, right? I was able to make almost $1,000 just talking. I mean, but then again, talking comes natural to me. But, like this is stuff I like just talking. And it was like, and that's also in me, right? I was always born with the gift of talking. I can talk for hours. Y'all know this. You know what I'm saying? I can just talk. I could just talk forever, but it's like that was also in me, and that's a financial stream that was in me, and I wasn't exploiting it because I was too busy being sad. You see this foolishness? Like, do you see this foolishness? So it's like, imagine if I didn't let my sadness linger on. I didn't let my depression linger on. What if I had started my courses like 2 years from now, 3 years from now? Where would we be today? You know what I mean? Where would we be today? Where would the channel be today? Where would we be today? I could even like help some of y'all pay your bills. You know what I'm saying? But being sad forever, what is that gonna do? And it's the same thing for some of y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I know, I'm not trying to be like funny or like whatever, but I know that a lot of people who watch me, because they know I'm a little crazy, but I know that a lot of people who watch me, they watch me because every time they listen to me, I motivate them to do better. Like, I push them to do better. Like, they know, like, Marnie might be crazy, but I know if I go over there, she gonna put something in me that's gonna cause me, like, let me chew on this. Like, let me see how I feel about this, right? Because that's just what I do. Right? So a lot of people who watch me, they watch me to be inspired. But even that in itself is not random. It's because it's time for you to activate beast mode. That's why you're looking for people to pour into you. You're looking for people to energize you because there's a pregnancy that is coming. You're pregnant with something. There's something forming on the inside of you. You might not be able to like accurately tell me exactly what it is, but there is something. There's something. Nothing is random. I don't believe in coincidences. I do not. I'm not crazy. I am not crazy. Like, even the stuff, I'm not crazy. People might think I'm crazy. I know I'm not crazy. It's just that we're not used to think that way. So when you say those things, people think that you're crazy. I am not crazy. I'm very lucid. I am super lucid. But even like the stuff I've been through, it wasn't just because of me. Because God knew I could handle that. I didn't think I could. But look at me, I'm here. So I definitely did handle that, and I handled it very well. But why? Because there are more people who are going through that. And God needed to have a teacher to help them, because not everybody is that strong. That's why I was saying about Condoleezza Rice. Just because you were strong in a certain situation, it's not fair to expect the same thing from every Black person. Because not everybody's always going to be as strong as you. So you got to have mercy for people. And that's what you do when you're a good teacher. You meet people where they're at. You meet people at their level. Then you slowly build them up for them to get to your level. And if you're a good teacher, they should surpass you. Dead on. Like if you are a great teacher, your students should do better than you. That's usually how it goes. A lot of college professors, they could have gone work in the private sector. Why are they like making less money teaching people? Because they want to help children, young people reach higher potentials. You know what I mean? That's a reality. That's why it's like, I don't understand why people get mad when you mentor somebody and the person exceeds you. It means you did a good job. That's how you should look at it. Why are you mad? If you help somebody and you see that they're doing something so freaking awesome, pat yourself in the back. You're good. You're really good. They don't need to hate. I don't need to hate. I don't need to start no foolishness. Just congratulate. And let's keep it pushing. You see what I'm saying? But good teachers should get you to become better than they are. If you go to law school, you got good law teachers. They should help you become a better lawyer than they ever were. That's the whole purpose of teaching people. You know, I have one of my little sisters. She took the class too. I don't know if she took fake boot camp or fear of crime. I don't remember. But Lara was like 24, 25 when she took the course. And she had bought her own house. And her older sister was trying to stress her, like put doubt in her. Oh, are you sure you're going to be able to afford it? Are you sure? Like she was trying to scare her. You see what I mean? And I'm like, why are you scaring her? We West African, right? She's Nigerian. We West African out here. Our parents worked hard to bring us here. If our little sister is 24, 25, and she was able to get a mortgage, yo, we need to praise God for that. You know what I mean? And if ever she gets to a point where she can't afford it, she can always sell this mug. She can sell the mug, right? She can always have tenants. She could put it on an Airbnb. But the fact that at 24 or 25, she was able to buy a house on her own, like that's freaking amazing. And as an older sister, why are you stressing her? Why are you stressing her? You know what I mean? Why are you trying to put weird things in her head? Why do you want weird ideas to germinate in her head? Why do you want even her to contemplate failure? Why? You know what I mean? Would you rather she be out here wasting her money on designer clothes and foolishness and crazy wigs, you know? So I've been looking at Lara recently on her Instagram because she's in Dubai. And I'm like, and even like her profile picture, I was like, damn. But the course was early though. The courses were really early, so all the ladies would just look rough. Because it was like 6 o'clock New York time, right? But I'm like, her profile picture, I was like, dang, Lara, like you looking good. Like she just looks happy. She's just living. She's like, Marlene, the course helped me so much. And because she wanted to start her own business too, like some consulting stuff, but she was afraid to charge. I'm like, why are you afraid? Say how much you want. And when we took the courses, like all the courses I would do, we always got to the topic of money. But it's like the ladies would be so afraid to say, oh, I want to make 50,000. Like, yo, do you understand it's not that much money? You know, they'd be so afraid to say like 5,000. They'd be so afraid to say 10,000. Like, say it until it's like it means nothing to you. Like, it's not that deep, right? But it's like she's like, yeah, Marlon, I started the business and like she does like websites, and then now she started a second business. It's like a cleaning business, and I like cleaning businesses. I do, because I'm like, people need their houses clean, you know. But I'm like super proud of her. She's like, oh Marlon, she's like, Marlene, the course helped me so much, and I want you to keep teaching so you can keep transforming lives, right? And I'm like, you see this? But when you're laying here, you're mad. You're angry. You let people affect your psyche. You know what I mean? You going back and forth with people. You do rants. How does that put you in a position to operate in your gifts? My gift is not to fight with people. My gift is not to do rants. My gift is to help people. Like, seriously. I didn't go through all of this just so like it could just be for me. My gift is to help people. I'm like, you have things that you want to do. It could be you want to write a cookbook. You want to write ebooks. There's a famous Black guy too. His name is Simon. He's from Sierra Leone though, but he's British, but he's from Sierra Leone. Simon Panda. right? And his wife's name is Chanel. Like he's really into fitness. She also has a fitness channel, but he's really the fitness person. Like he just bought a brand new house. I mean, cars everywhere, money everywhere. And he talked about that. Like when he first started out, even all the way up to having 1 million followers, like he was still working his 9 to 5, and he would try to write his ebooks on his lunch break. He would write the ebooks at night and things like that. But I'm like, look at where all this stuff, all these streams of income got him today, like 10 years in the game, or however long it's been. You know what I'm saying? Look how well he's doing. So it goes to show you, like, you have to start things, right? And I'm a fire starter. Like I'm an ignition. I'm like, I start the ignition. Like I'm a fire starter. I'm here to help people believe in themselves. Like, yo, look at what I've been through, right? And I'm telling you, you are wasting your time on these weird emotions. You are wasting your time being involved in gossip. You're wasting your time being angry. You're wasting your time being vindictive. You're wasting your time trying to get even. You're wasting your time wanting revenge. You're wasting your time. Oh, he broke my heart. Girl, that don't matter. Okay? None of this foolishness matters in the first place. What are you about? Like, what do you want to do? What are you about? Like, what drives you? What makes you dream? What are you passionate about? Let's have those kinds of conversations, right? And let's all help each other, like, get to the next place we need to get. You know what I mean? But everybody is born with talents. Everybody is. Success is not just for one group of people. You know what I mean? It's not just for one skin color. It's not just for one gender. It's not just for certain type of people with certain kinds of degrees. No. It happens whenever success even is a mindset thing before it's actually like materialized, right? It really, really is a mindset thing. Right? It's a mindset thing. Like what does your mindset look like? And a lot of people don't have the right mindset. So like a lot of times you think you have money problems, you actually have a mindset problem. You know, it's your mindset that is awful. Your mindset is awful. And once you start working on your mindset, like intentionally working on your mindset to become that which you need to become, you will see things will start to align. The right people will start coming into your life, the right ideas, the right kind of structure, the right kind of money. Everything becomes so easy. You know what I mean? A lot of people, like, you experience friction. What's up, Stay Hungry? A lot of people, like, you experience friction in your life, right? Not because you're not meant to have those things, but it's like the way you're going about it is too much. It's not effortless. And when you do things that are, and it's not in like an effortless fashion, there's so much friction. You don't even enjoy the process. You wear yourself out. You know what I mean? You wear yourself out. And you don't want to wear yourself out. You know what I mean? You don't want to work yourself out because it's a long journey. So you got to pace yourself, right? You got to pace yourself. So it's like, it's really, really important to have the right kind of mindset. You know, you got to have the right kind of mindset. You got to work on your mindset. And part of having the right mindset also is having a good fitness routine. Seriously, right? You really have to be also physically active, right? Because you got to take care of yourself. Because the more you work out, the more you like, it really helps you to get like, mental clarity. But whether you want to write a book, you want to do a cookbook, you want to teach courses, you want to sell products, you want to be a consultant, you want to be a lawyer, a doctor, you want to be an accountant, I don't know, whatever you want to do, a florist, a wedding planner. I even have another sister too. She used to take my courses, right? No tea, no shade, because she'll even tell you. But I remember, like, I used to do the courses. It was very rare that she could afford them, but I knew her situation because she was at home with the kids. She wasn't working. She hasn't worked in years. So I knew she didn't have money, right? So I would let her come. I would let her come and tell me, like, gosh, here she goes again. Because I knew she was going to ask me if she could join the course. But I was like, okay, fine. We black outside. We black, we African, whatever. I was, okay, fine, sure. Just come in. So I'll just let her come in, whatever. But you guys, today she has a business. Today she has a business. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it, you guys. I could not believe it. When I saw how she grew her Instagram, now she has she has 5,300 plus followers on Instagram. Okay, the Instagram page is Chic Picnics. Chic Picnics, right? Her name is Makita. Makita, like, it was really bad. Like, she was depressed. The finances were horrible. I tell you not. I don't even know what happened one day. I went on the past. I said, hold on, Makita, is that your page? Couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. Now, when I tell you she's so booked, I couldn't believe it. Like, she's booked. You guys, I'm telling you, there was no money. Like, it's not like, it's no shade to her, because she'll even tell you. Because I'm telling her to start her YouTube channel so she could tell the story herself. You guys, her depression was so bad. It was, I thought I was depressed, child. It was bad. She'd be like, Marlene, because she used to work. She used to work. She used to make money. She had her career. And she's someone, she likes to host. That's why I guess she has like the picnic thing. But she's half Congolese. So she's Cameroonian and she's Congolese. Like she loves to host. So she would throw these parties, Christmas parties, Thanksgiving party, right? But when the money fizzles out, the love is gone. People don't come around no more. She's like, no, with the being at home, when you haven't worked for so long also on your resume, like it was a lot. Like she really was going through a lot. She was really, really depressed. Today, when I tell you Makita has money, I can't believe it. Like sometimes I think about it and I cry. I cry. You guys, I swear I cried. Like 2 days ago, I was going to Walmart and I thought about her. I started crying. Because even me, Marnie, when she told me she wanted to do picnics, I said, my kid. Because for me, I'm like, the picnics, you need a lot of decor. And I'm like, where are you going to put all the stuff? Because it's very, very bulky. And I'm like, people are going to pay you just to have a picnic? Like, why they can't do their own picnics? I was really confused. So honestly, I didn't see it. I honestly didn't see it. But she did it. She met up with this lady. The lady helped her. They saw the website, the best that they could. 5,300 people, child. Chic picnics. And like chic, like, oh, this is so chic. With picnics, plural. If you type it on Instagram, you'll see her page. Please follow the page. I couldn't believe it. I said, Maggie, you did this? Like, I was in awe. And now it's like, she's like, oh, Marlene, I want to work with you again. And mind you, this is a testimony, you guys. Here's the Bible, okay? This is someone who can even, when I was doing the classes for like 150, couldn't even afford the courses. You hear me? But I let her in. I was like, it's okay. Because I know what it's like. I've been there too. My kid was like, was it like last week? No, 2 weeks ago. She's like, oh, I want to work. Because she's been asking me if we could work together. That's okay. Then we finally agreed to work together. When I tell you, like, the contract we have is for a couple thousands, I can't believe it. I said, hold up, what? Like, you guys, I honestly, I feel like speaking French. I can't believe it. Like yesterday we worked together, so I sent her the payment request. She said, okay, Mom, I sent it to you. Boom. I said, no. I said, hold up. This is Makita right here. Whoa. B, I kid you not. Oh my gosh. I wish oh my gosh. Hey, on the Bible, most of the courses Makita was coming in for free because she couldn't pay. Today, because I gave her a plan. I said, okay, we can do 30 hours, 40 hours, or 50 hours, right? So the one for 40 hours, it's almost like $2,000 plus. She said, okay, Marlene, I'll do that one. So I'm like, hold on, what is going on? You know what I mean? And so I'm like, she paid. Like last week, she gave me a whole 900. She said, okay, Marlene, I'll send it to yourself. You guys, I cannot believe what's going on. I thought, wait. What's going on here? I thought. I was like, hold on. What is going on? You guys, she's booked. And then the way her website is with the picnics, you pay your deposit. So when you want to do a picnic, the deposit is $200. No, it doesn't include, it just includes decoration, right? So when you pay your deposit, it's $250. So if you're booked like that, if she does 2 events, because she usually works this weekends, from Friday to Sunday. But imagine you have 2 events a day. That's 6 events, right? So 6 times $250, you're looking at about $1,500, right? And that's not including what the full event is going to cost. And then she gets that money after before the setup, whatever. And I'm like, what? I couldn't believe it. I'm telling you, money is nothing to her. She goes on her Stripe. Stripe is offering her loan. She's like, oh, Marlene, I don't know if I want to take it. She goes on her Shopify. They're offering her capital loans. You guys, you should. Certain things I wish I would have vlogged. So that way you'd be like, no, Marlene is not lying. This is the truth. That's why I'm like, I need to start vlogging more so that when I say things, people can have proof that I'm not making things up. Let me say in French, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that this is you guys, when I was driving to Walmart, I thought about her. I started crying. I was like, Jesus, Makita. The way she fought back, she's like, Marlene, your classes, they helped me so much. You guys, it was really bad. I don't even know how to say it in English. It was just, it was bad. She was in a very dark space. Not I cannot. I just cannot. So even now I'm like, oh yes, Makita, you can do whatever. Because I can't believe it. And then and so now she's trying to move into like bigger events. Like she wants to do like bigger birthdays. She wants to do like not picnics, but like more like she wants to go more into like event planning, weddings, birthdays, back like bigger events. I'm like, you gonna do it? Even last night when I slept last night, I'm gonna tell it today. I had a dream last night. I saw she had a van. She had a big white van for her business, but I was upset because the branding on the van did not match the branding on the website. I'm like, but why would you do that? Like everything has to match. And she's like, oh, Marlene, I knew you were gonna be upset. Okay, fine, let's just do it. But how much is it gonna cost me, right? But I saw her have it was a huge white van. It was not a small one, them big white vans. And her logo was on the side. It was in all black, but I didn't like it because I'm like, it didn't match the name of the business. So everything has to be consistent so that whenever people encounter you, all like the branding has to be consistent. You see what I'm saying? You guys, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I truly cannot believe it. I just can't. And I'm gonna help her also to like create her own online courses for anybody that wants to get into like the picnic business or like event planning business. Because I want her to have like different streams of income, not just do the events. I mean, she loves that. She definitely does. I'm like, you can also teach courses, right? Like for people who are just looking to get started, for moms, people who are afraid, like they want to start something but they're scared. Like she can definitely do it because she like it was bad. The depression was real. And now it's like, she's like, oh, Marlene, I'm getting these people. They're booking me for like, I'm like, what is going on here? Like, you guys, I'm so surprised. I even told Jimmy, I was like, I cannot believe this. How did she do this? I kid you not. So now we moved her. We moved her to another website. That's what we're working on, to another booking website. So if you are someone who if you do events, if you do, if you're a trainer, if you make wigs, anything people have to book you, we moved her to Simply Book Me. So it's simplybook.me. I love that platform. Now, certain things are not so intuitive. Yeah, certain things are not so intuitive, but we moved her on Simply Book Me. I will show you guys. Maybe I'll do like a whole video on it, but it's so good because now because when you book a picnic, you can add stuff to it. Like you can add balloons, you can add flowers, you can add name cards. Like, she has add-ons. So it's a nice way for her to increase the overall order, not just do a picnic for like 200, 300, right? The more you can add like little extras to it, the more money you can make, but it's like the way because the person who set her up put her on Spotify, on Shopify, and Shopify is not really a booking platform like that. Oh, hey, Sharice. Oh, hey, Sharice. No, Sharice is crazy. It is crazy. Like, maybe if we can do a Zoom, you guys, she'll tell you herself, and she has 2 little kids. That's the other part that's even crazier. She has 2 little kids. She has an older daughter. She's not more than 3 or 4. And then she has Sylvain. Elena's probably like 3 or 4. Yeah, Elena's probably, you guys, you can go ask her. Like, her page is Chic Picnics. Go ask her. She'll tell you herself. Like, I'll kid you not. And then Elena, the doctors ran a test on Elena. So it was kind of like, they came up with something and she's like, oh, Marlene, this is what they said. And I said, Makita, it's not the end of the world, right? It's not the end of the world. And even like when you hear Elena in the background, you're like, are they sure about what they said about this little baby? Because I don't think so, Chad. I don't think so. But she has 2 little, they're toddlers, and she's doing all these events, right? But then like next door, the lady next door, she's Latina. I think she does like balloons and she also helps her out. There's another lady that's not too far that does like the cakes. So she has like a team of contractors that like organically gravitated towards her. You guys, I kid you not. I kid you not. I'm like, I cannot believe this. So, but Simply Book Me is really nice. It's like, it took us a minute to figure it out because it's not, like I said, it's not so intuitive. You know what I mean? But like now with Simply Book Me, it's going to be so nice because with Simply Book Me, people can book the picnic. They can book the picnic. They can book the location. Like you can have your parks, like you can have parks set in the system so they can like, okay, I want this picnic at this park. You can charge them additional miles right there. Then they can add stuff on. Like if you want like a cupcake cart, you want a boho drink cart. You see, I remember her stuff, right? If you want a TP, if you want a message, if you want like table things, whatever, because there was another business, they're called Table Service, and that's how, because she loves them. And I was like, 'cause no, I have a minor in computer science. I know I don't look like it, but I do. So I was like, hold up, what? How they doing this? So I figured it out. I was like, oh, they're using Simply Book Me, because I looked at the code, and then even certain things too, I had to look at their code to change her code. So I was able to figure things out. I think today I should be done, but in about like 30 hours or so, I was able to get her started on there. So we just gonna forward the stuff, but it's so nice. And then like at checkout, people can select a theme, like what kind of theme do you want for your event. They can do all the like the, oh, I accept the cancellation because there's no refund. I accept the cancellation. I accept the terms and policy. I understand that there's no refund. Hey, Citrice, like it's so much stuff, right? And so she's like, oh, Marlene, when are we gonna go live? Because she's so excited. But I just couldn't believe. And it really made me feel like, sometimes, even though sometimes not everything is about money, because sometimes like some people might not be able to afford certain things, have mercy on them, have grace on them, because if you're really that good, they're going to step up and then they'll come back to you as even bigger clients. So you should never turn people away because they can't afford something. Like we've all been through stuff, we've all been down, and then it's like sometimes like, okay, it would be nice to make an extra 100, like, but the course that she took, she wasn't able to pay. But like now look how she came back and gave me something way bigger than what I was with the courses. I'm like, you guys, I'm so proud of her. It's her, it's Lara, it's like, it's even Bridget. Also Bridget took my course, but she took it as one-on-one. Fear Crusher too. Yeah. I took it. Bridget also she was very shy. Bridget, she's Nigerian. She was like super, super shy, very afraid to say what she wanted. Now she bought her own house. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what is going on with these ladies? Y'all just set my ties, But it's unbelievable, you guys. Like sometimes I'm just in shock. Like, this is just insane. What is going on here? What's happening? Like, I'm like, wow, them girls got money, But a lot of times, this is who they were. This was already in them, right? I just had to like, like jolt them a bit and put the word of God of them in them a little bit and confront them. Like sometimes like somebody has to confront you with how limited your mind is. You know what I mean? And it's not always fun because you get humbled that way, but it's like ultimately it does you a lot of good. You know what I mean? It does you a lot of good because I promise you, people think they have money problems. You don't have money problems. I promise you, the last thing you need to worry about is money. It's your mindset. Because once you fix your mind, once you fix how you understand life, how you understand people, how you understand working with people and what your roles should be for people, once you understand that part, you're going to win. And then all those things, that's like how the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all those things shall be added on to you, right? But I think like even the kingdom of God that you seek, I really think it's the right mindset. Become a good person. You know what I mean? Be someone that God will be very proud of. And then you'll see that like easily things will come into things will just attract, you'll just start attracting things to you. But when you force things, when you force and force and force and you create friction, that's when you get exhausted, right? That's when you get exhausted. That's when you meet people who take advantage of you. That's when you feel beat up. That's when you feel down. That's when all the bad stuff starts to happen. Right? But when you truly, truly work on your own mindset, you're like, wow, I never saw it that way. It's like, you see, boom, boom. It's that easy. It's the mindset. You know what I mean? It's the mindset. It's not even generational. Well, I mean, it could be a generational curse, right? But sometimes you can inherit like a bad mindset from family and stuff like that too, right? But it's the mindset. It's the mindset. You know what I mean? Like Joel, Joel or Jeremiah, where God says, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you. God ain't trying to be out here trying to hurt you. So if you look at your life and your life is not going the way that it should go, right? It's you. It's not God. It's not God being against you. It's not all the witches in the village. No. It's your mindset. It's your mindset. And you start to see like the more you surround yourself with positive minded people, productive people, you'll be like, oh, I didn't realize I had this much time in a day. I didn't realize how much I could get done in a day. Yeah, because you change you change your mindset. You change your mindset. You know what I mean? Like, look at J-Lo. Like, J-Lo from the Bronx. Okay? She from the Bronx. She a hood rat with white skin who's Latina. Okay? But it's like, look how she had to change her mindset to get to where she is today. And now she's successful as if she was like an actual white woman actress, right? But it's like, it's the mindset. You could go back to some Janet Jackson videos, like That's the Way Love Goes. In those videos, J-Lo is a +1. She's an extra. She's a dancer. She used to be a background dancer for Janet Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew who she was. That's the way love goes. She's in there. If you go, you'll see her. You know what I mean? But today it's like, even though like Janet Jackson is legacy, the whole family's legacy, the whole brand, you know what I mean? But J-Lo got more followers than Janet. J-Lo's way more relevant than Janet. And she probably be worth more than Janet. You know what I mean? Because J-Lo has the right mindset. She knows what it takes to win. She understands what it takes to win. And she doesn't allow herself to be in relationships or situationships with people, friends, lovers, whatever, that are going to jeopardize her success. Diddy, bloop, cut him off. You know what I'm saying? You don't, you come against the brand, bloop, you get cut off. You know what I mean? She understands her sexy. Like, she understands her sexy. She understands her look. She understands what's trending. She understands what people want. She knows how to, she understands people and what people want from her. She gets it. You know what I'm saying? She gets it. So a lot of times, just like me, like if things are not going well, Marlene, it's you. You're really the problem. You know, other people could have something to do with it also, that's true, but 90% of it, 80 to 90% of it is you. Like, and that's the part that you have to take accountability for, right? 80 to 90%, it's you. Even if somebody was able to take advantage of you, to some extent, it's you. You had a weakness somewhere, and they were able to exploit that, right? So you can't be mad at them 100%. You got to also be mad at yourself. You know, how is it that you left the weakness that somebody else was able to exploit that weakness, right? And the more you think about it that way, the easier it is to forgive people, the easier it is to take the L and then pew, keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? And keep it pushing, okay? But like, you'll be surprised what you can do. If you start today, if you start next week, right, and you commit to it for a year, you will be surprised to see what you're capable of doing. I didn't, even me, Marlene, somebody had told me this would be my situation, I wouldn't have believed them. And it goes to show you, like, you have so many different lives in you. You know how they be like, oh, a cat has like 7 lives, whatever. As a human being, you don't even know the number of times you can reinvent yourself. There's no limit to how many times you can reinvent yourself. You can reinvent yourself every 5 years. You can reinvent yourself every 10 years. Like, until you can reinvent yourself so many times. And find a way to still be current, to still be trendy, because you know how to reinvent yourself. So never say like, oh, it's too late for me. No, part of life, period, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, but we all are to some extent, right? Is to learn how to pivot. You know what I mean? And pivot with ease. Like, okay, I'll try this too. You know what I mean? And that's something I've recognized. Like, people who are also very successful, especially financially successful, they're not afraid to try new things. Like, they're not afraid. Like, okay, I'll try it. I'll try it. Okay, I'll give it a try. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, okay, no, I kind of like this, so I'm gonna stick with it, you know. But it's like, don't be afraid. Like, do not be afraid. There's nothing to fear, really. Like, seriously, like, there's nothing to fear. I was like dreading doing the courses. Oh, I don't know if I want to pre-record it. I'm like, oh, I like this, right? You know, mindset. It's the mindset. It truly is the mindset. It's the mind. You guys, everything, it comes down to the mindset. The way your body looks, if you take care of it, you don't take care of it, it's your mindset. The way your finances look, if you take care of it, you don't take care of it, once again, it's your what? It's your mindset, right? If you are financially abundant or you're not, what is it again? It's the mindset. You know, because whatever you don't take care of, it's going to die. If you don't take care of your body, it's going to go left. You don't take care of your finances, it's going to go left. You don't take care of relationships, they're going to go left. You don't take care of your business, it will go left. You don't take care of your marriage, it's going to go left. Like, whatever you don't take care of, you don't nourish, you don't love, it's going to go to the left. You know what I'm saying? So you have to believe in yourself. You really, really have to encourage yourself. And I know it's not easy, right? It's very scary. Like, Marlene, this might be my last $100. You know what I mean? It's very scary, but it's not really your last $100 though. Like, today, it might be your last 100, but you're not gonna die tomorrow. Like, if you were to die at 80, you're gonna make more money. It's never that deep. It's never that deep, right? However much money you think that you're afraid to lose if you were to start a business, or if you were to take a course, or if you were to go back to school or whatever, child, you're gonna make that money back. Stop tripping. Okay, like, we have to also stop looking at money like it's a god or whatever. It's paper. Okay, you've made money before. You will make money again. Okay, and you might make even more. You know, if you're thinking of like, oh, I want to like start selling wigs, or, you know, I want to be a trainer, fitness trainer, you want to be like a dietitian, you want to be a coach, you want, I don't know, whatever you want to do, try it. You know what I mean? And one thing I've realized also, have fun. Have fun. When you decide to do something, actually enjoy it. Like, it needs to be enjoyable. Don't make it seem forced. Don't act like you're contrite. Like, just really, truly have fun with it. Because when you have fun with something and you have good energy with something, people will naturally gravitate towards you. Because remember, people that you're selling to, they're people too. They're people too. And they can recognize if you're having fun with something or if you're not, right? So have fun. You know what I mean? Have fun. I started my fitness channel. I haven't posted on there yet though, but I will be posting because I want to keep myself accountable, right? I want to keep myself accountable and I want to help other people lose weight also. And then I want to document my body because I was doing it on Instagram, but I need to also do it on YouTube because you have people on Instagram that are not on YouTube, and then you got folks on YouTube who are not on Instagram. So I want to have both, but I'm going to have the fitness channel. It's already created. There's no content. But I will be posting like my workouts. I'll try to vlog. I have a little tripod here, situation is. So I will try to vlog what I do throughout the day as far as like my fitness stuff is concerned, because fitness is really important to me. And I want to encourage as many people as possible, especially Black people, to value their fitness, even if it's just like 30 minutes to 45 minutes a day or every other day. It's not that bad. You got it. You can put, it can be, there's so many exercises you could do, from putting on your favorite music and just dancing to it. That's an exercise right there. That's cardio right there. It's not that bad. Working out is not that bad. It's not the boogeyman. It's not that bad. And it actually feels really good. And when you start noticing more definition in your body, like, you're really gonna like it. Oh, I like this. I can do this. I think I'm kind of cute. So I'm gonna be doing like the fitness channel because that really matters to me. And one day, hopefully one day soon, I would love to have a fitness app. I would really love to have a fitness app. But I think everything is more credible when people can see where you started yourself, right? And that's why I try to be as transparent as possible, to show people, like, listen, like, it happens in life, right? It happens. Many things happen, right? Many things happen. Don't be embarrassed about it. Live your truth, right? Show people that it's okay to rebuild, okay? Show people, yeah. I'll save this and I'll put the link in the description box, right? Show people that it's okay to rebuild. Show people that it's okay to try again and again and again. You know what I mean? Show people like, yo, listen, we all move at different speed, okay? We all move at a different pace, you know what I mean? We don't all get there when we want to get there, but that doesn't even matter, because the most important thing is to finally get there. You know what I mean? Is to finally get there. Because that's what life is about. Life is not about knowing exactly the day and the time that all your wishes are going to be answered, or like, oh, at this time, like, this is the day I'm going to make all this money. Hey, queen, that's not what life is. And even if life was like that, it'd be kind of boring. If we knew exactly when and where we're going to be successful, we wouldn't even try. It wouldn't even be fun. Like, the not knowing part makes it more exciting, right? The not knowing part makes it more exciting. Like, the fact that it requires faith makes it even more interesting, right? So you don't even want to know. But my thing is, it don't matter when you get there. The most important thing is that you get there, right? That you get there. So you truly, truly have to enjoy your journey getting there, right? And then when you get there, you're like, wow, okay, it wasn't that bad. Okay, I think I can do this again, right? But you're going to have to reinvent yourself many times, right? You're going to probably have setbacks in your business. You're going to have setbacks in relationships, whatever. It's okay. It's cool. Quarantine the pain, quarantine the tears, quarantine the depression. Always make a promise to yourself to not let bad feelings or bad emotion go on past a certain threshold. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me now, it's like, if I'm upset, if I'm sad, it's 24 hours max. That's all I have to give. I only give it a day. And then I move on, because I got other things to worry about. You know what I mean? It's not productive after a while. So it's like, do the same thing for yourself, right? Do the same thing for yourself. Yeah, and it's simple. Just make a decision. I'm not going to give it more than boom. And once you reach the deadline, boom, we don't talk about it anymore. Move on. Because it's not productive. You know what I mean? Always talking about the past. It is not productive. It's not productive. And it's not going to put you in the right mindset. So why even bother? You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta let things go. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, right? It's not productive. You gotta because your forward, like your future, is way more and more important than your past, right? What is going to happen next is way more important than what has happened, because you have control over what happens over there. This right there, it already happened, and you already know the outcome. So why are we worried? You know what I mean? Like, you don't see basketball players or football players or baseball players or whatever cry about the game. Like, it happened, right? Now you gotta go back and get ready for next season. You know what I mean? And whatever you didn't like last season, work hard so it don't happen again. But you can't sit here and cry about a championship you didn't win or you didn't go to the semifinals. It's over. But next year you get another chance, right? So work harder. And that's why athletes, they're built different. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, we everyday people, we look backwards too much, and it makes it hard to move forward. You know, it makes it super super hard to move forward. It's like you gotta let things go. It is what it is. But it's like, be more obsessed about the future, because that is something that you can control. You can control what happens next month. You can control what happens in the next 3 months. You can control what happens in the next 6 months. You can definitely control that. So why are you worried about the stuff that's already happened? You know what I mean? Worry about what you can actually control, because that's gonna bring you joy. You know what I'm saying? That's that. So it's like we gotta look for. That's why I was like, oh, the stuff that I want to do as far as like the B palette is concerned. Where is she with her cute self? Right? She's so cute. The stuff I want to do as far as like the B palette is concerned, it's a lot. Like in terms of marketing, it really really is a lot. So like, okay, but I can control. I can, like, to be very honest with you guys, I really do believe that God has a plan for this palette and all my palettes. I do believe God has great plans, but those are God's plans, right? But for them to come to pass, I have to commit to what God has in store. Because God could be like, let me give you an example, right? God could be like, oh, Marlene, this right here, you're going to sell 1,000,000 palettes, right? It could be that this is the destiny for this thing right here, like to sell 1,000,000 palettes. I would love that. However, if my faith, or if my mindset, my faith, my discipline is only at like 5,000, 10,000 units, that's all we're ever going to sell. And people are like, oh, but God said he was going to. Yeah, God said he was going to, but how did you come prepared though? You know what I mean? How did you show up? Hello. Okay, cool. You see what I mean? So it's like, if you feel like God is saying like you're going to sell 1,000,000, you're going to sell 100,000 units, whatever, you got to start today working on what is the mindset that I need to sell 100,000 units. And then that's all you think about. So you see that then we don't have time to think about the past. And on top of that, the future, if you do it right, if you handle the future right, it's going to pay you. Ka-ching, ka-ching, right? It's going to pay you. Like, there is a financial benefit. There's a financial incentive to working really hard on having the future that is promising. You worrying about the past, is it going to pay you? Is it going to give you money? Is it like, what does it do for you? Absolutely nothing. So it's a waste of your time. You know what I mean? I've made a certain number of units for the B. I think it's like 5,000 units. I did 5,000 units for the B palette. My goal by December 31st is to sell out. Like, all of them junks need to be gone. You see what I mean? All of them junks need to be gone. Maybe I'll document that, like selling out of 5,000 pounds, like what it took for me to do that. But all of them junks need to be gone. So you can't worry about this. No. We gotta look forward. Like, what do I need to do mentally, physically, emotionally, health-wise, business-wise, marketing-wise, to make sure that we can sell out of 5,000 units by December 31st? You see what I mean? That's how we gotta start thinking. And I think a lot of times too, when people have all this energy to be sad and worried about stuff they can't fix, because they don't really have a plan for the future. So they're consumed by the past. But if you have a plan for your future, you're not going to be consumed by your past like that. Because you're like, no, I gotta make this a reality for me. You know what I mean? Because if we can push out like 5,000, we're looking about like almost like $300,000, right? $300,000 plus if I can push out the 5,000. So you thought, okay, and like that's gonna help me. It's gonna put me in a position to like really reboot the brand. the way I truly wanted to do it, like redo the website. Maybe I should do that as a series. What y'all want? Y'all want that? We like what relaunching Lena, whatever this is, right? But it's like there's a lot of there are a lot of things I want to do, but it's like it costs money. Like I want to redo the website. I want to do the website a lot nicer because I don't like the current website, because I used to change the website like every week. Then I stopped because it costs money. But like our PR also needs to go back up. Our PR needs to go back up because PR also has like I've stopped that. So there's so much stuff I need to do. So I was like, oh, I need to go back to the gym because I have to be mentally strong because it's a lot for one person. But I can do it though. I've done it before. I can do it. So you have to focus on your future. So don't let things linger. For me, it's 24 hours. Past 24 hours, I'm done. Let's talk about something else. I'm tired. It's not productive. You know what I'm saying? It's not productive. So like, oh, let me we'll start with like 5,000, sell that, and then maybe next time, like, see if we can do like 20,000. So sell 4 times more, and then from 20 go to 50, or like, yeah, 50, or maybe and then from 50,000 try to sell 100,000 units, right? But like move units. That's gonna be our mindset, right? How we move units, right? So that's it. So don't let things like linger on too much, But do check out my courses, guys. We have the Fear Crusher course. That's already starting. So there's content there for that. And then there's also the Money Mindset membership. So it's $20 a month. If you want to sign up, you can pay with your card or you can pay with PayPal. But I do hope that you check it out. It's really good. I'll try to put up the Fate Bootcamp one pretty soon. But I have to work on like the text and stuff for that. And then I will have another one. I will have another course. I don't know if I want to do I don't know if I want to do it as a course or as a membership, because I wanted to have like a business plan course, like working on your business plan, putting your business plan together. I don't know. But I'm like, should that be like a set course, or should that be like a membership so I can like keep talking to people? I don't know. We'll see. Because it's always good to even if it's like just 3 to 4 pages, it's really good to always have somewhat of a business plan to really know what you're doing. What's another thing I was gonna say? Because I have another little sisters too, because she was gonna send money back home. That's child, me and my lady's child. So she was gonna send money back home to her mom, because her mom wanted to buy a car. Okay. So if you're white, well, if you're Black, period, you should understand this. But a lot of times Black children take care of their parents, right? Which also sets us back. So she wanted to send money back home to her mom so her mom could buy a car. But I was like, but you know what though? The reality is your mom hasn't had a car all this time and she's been doing just fine. So I said, why don't you just take the money that you were going to give her to buy the car and start a business with that, right? Because when she goes to the Western Union and take the money, that money's not going to buy a car. That money's going to go to other things in the house and other people and people in the village, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm like, but if you start a business with that, not only would you be able to have money for yourself, but you'll be able to have money for her. And she'll understand. She's going to be all right. Okay. So, and I told her, I was like, for me, Marlene, because she's into makeup, I said, I think you should start like with brushes. So now she's working on she found the brushes. So she looked at the brushes. I told her what to do. Now I'm telling her to really think about her pricing. I said, really think about your pricing, right? Because I want you to move units. You need to move units. Like the stuff can't sit. You don't want your inventory to sit. But I said to her, you're going to have to sit down and think of a budget. And I know we don't like to do that, but it's important to sit down sometimes and kind of think about what you'll need. Because when you start a business or when you have a business, it's not enough to just have inventory. You need to also do marketing, right? You have to do marketing. If you don't promote the stuff, people don't know that the stuff exists. Marketing is important. But sometimes you can put so much into your inventory that then there's no money left over for marketing. So you got to find the right balance. So when you want to start a business, always have some money set aside for some type of marketing. Even if you're going to do the marketing yourself, you still need to allocate money for marketing. You need a marketing budget. Even if it's $200, even if it's $500, even if it's $1,000, right? You need to have a budget for marketing. Because if you have a product, let's say her makeup brushes, whatever, you want to send it to people, right? You want people to try it, give their opinions of it. Even if they do it for free, you still have to pay for postage and you still have to pay for the packaging. So you want to do that. You hear me? You definitely want to do that. So I'm like, you got to do your budget, because it's not enough to just have the product. The product needs to sell, So coaching her through that as well. So definitely think about that, right? But it's not to your benefit to worry about the past. Worry about your future. What can you do today to have a promising future? You know what I mean? What can you do tomorrow to have a promising future? And work, like, the truth. So write it down, look at it, think about it, consider it. But what do you need to do to have a promising future? You know what I'm saying? Because you can't let people, bad experiences, foolishness, not having enough money, you can't let that stop you. Like, I have a lot of people sometimes, like, oh, Martin, I don't have money. I said, well, you have a car, right? You have a car, you have an iPhone. You can do DoorDash. You can do DoorDash. You can do Instacart. You can do Amazon deliveries. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can do a lot. Is it something that you want to do? Nah. But you do it for a moment because you know where you're going. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's what we do. Like, sometimes, especially if you're going to work for yourself, you understand, like, there are things that you're going to do. It's not because you really want to do that stuff. Like, who really wants to do that stuff, right? But it's going to just allow you to put a little bit of money to the side to be able to do the next thing, right? Because you should never let money stop you. You should never let the a ticket, like the price of something, be the reason why you don't pursue something, right? Like, I was reading yesterday, because I think it was like Drake's birthday yesterday, Certified Lover Boy. It was his birthday, and he posted something on Instagram where he said that back in the six, like, in where is Toronto, he used to, like, lease a car. He used to lease a Rolls Royce. Like, they would stack money together, like $5,000 to go lease a Rolls Royce so they could look like they had it, right? He's like, he wouldn't recommend that people put themselves in financial hardship for material things. But in his situation, he felt like he had to be in the double R so he could manifest. Like, he wanted to know what it felt like to drive it, to be about it, right? So I guess his friend found the car, and his friend actually bought the car for him and for his birthday. Hey, Jenny, right? So, you know what I mean? So it's like, sometimes you do things not because you really want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, even Tabitha Brown, she talked about how she used to drive Uber. She's like, yeah, 4 years ago or 2 years ago, I was driving Uber. No, 4 years ago, she was driving Uber. Now she's flying private jets. You know what I'm saying? So in America, there are ways to make money out here. So you can never, like, oh, if only I had the money for a camera. If you want the money for a camera, you can go get the money. Like, it's not that deep. Okay, it is not that deep, right? It's not that deep. You can work 2 jobs. You can do Uber, Amazon. You're not gonna like it, but it's gonna get you the camera. And then once you have your camera, you quit. Do you see what I'm just being honest with you, right? Like, sometimes you have to get it how you can, right? Oh, Marlene, I don't have money on me, because you choose not to have money. You choose not to have money. There are people who go to restaurants. Yeah, but that's the thing. Stay hungry. Like, if you want to, you say, I want to start something where I can make 6 figure, but doesn't require me hiring employees. Yes, like online courses, any kind of digital product where you just create the content one time and people just got to click to consume it. Like, oh, they pay you, and then boom, they download. Like, you don't need a lot of you barely need employees for that, because CC, the 6 figure chick, when she was alive, I don't even think she had that much. I don't even think she had, maybe her brother, I don't know, but she was doing it all by herself, and she was making millions of dollars with her online stuff, digital content. You guys, digital content. Become somebody, not just any kind of content creator, but create content that people can learn from, and it can truly improve the lives of people. If you offer people great content that they can consume, and it can improve their lives, or improve their knowledge, or improve their resources, improve, like, their marketability, something that is financially beneficial to people or spiritually beneficial to people, if you do that as a digital content creator, you're going to make money. Oh, movie script. I'm not that smart. I don't know much about movies, But, like, that's the thing. Like, even look at Issa Rae. Issa Rae took advantage of YouTube to put her little TV shows on YouTube. And now I don't know how much money she signed with Warner Brothers. Like, she's making all kinds of money. So, but it's digital content, right? So if you want to have a business that doesn't require shipping, doesn't require warehouse, doesn't require employees and things like that, I said digital content is where you need to go to. Anything that people can click to consume, pay to watch, pay to view, pay to read, pay to consume, that kind of stuff. Boom, boom. And there you go. It's gonna be very lucrative for you. So that's where I would look. You know what I'm saying? That's where I would look, because there's so many things out there, you guys. There's so many. You can have a cleaning business, right? A lot of people need their houses clean. A lot of people, child. Okay, a lot of people are like making websites for people. Learning how to build websites together, start like online stores together, Shopify stores together, like learning how to set that up for people. There's a lot of stuff you could do where you make life easier for people. They pay you for a service, and then they get to level up. There's a lot of things. So, but it's a lot more, like I said, but it's more beneficial to you to focus on your future than to cry about a tractor trailer. I don't know. But that's a physical good, though. But it's a lot more beneficial for you to focus on your future than to always talk about your past, and what you could have done, should have done. That's only going to make you more sad. It's not going to fix your problems. You know what I mean? It's not going to fix your problems. Have an abundant mindset. Believe, I'm going to do this. I don't know how, but I'm going to do it. I'm open to doing it. I'm open to becoming more courageous to doing it. I'm open to changing what I need to change or what I need to work on to get it done. You know what I'm saying? But you can still get it. I'm even trying to tell my little sister to vlog. I told her, I was like, you should vlog. Because when I look at all the young ladies who vlog, like, she fits that. A podcast too. But like, for example, with Kajabi, if you go with Kajabi allows you to monetize your podcast. So people can pay you a monthly membership to join your podcast. You know what I'm saying? People can pay you a monthly membership to join your podcast, right? But one thing definitely for anybody interested in the digital space, start building a YouTube channel. Like, I kid you not, start building a YouTube channel. That's how you're going to get your own followers. That's how you're going to grow your name. That's how you're going to build a relationship with people. That's how you become friends with other influencers also. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's what's up. But definitely start the YouTube channel, right? And start it right, because don't start a ratchet. So, get the equipment that you need, get the stuff that you need, make that thing happen. Okay? If you need like 5,000, make it your goal. You need to get 5,000 before the end of the year. Maybe that's the next challenge I'm going to start, right? Who needs to make $5,000 cash money before the end of the year, right? If you need to increase your savings, get that stuff done. I'm telling you, it's possible. Might be uncomfortable, right? Might be a lot of sacrifices, but you can get it done. You can get it done. I'm like, nothing is impossible, especially not small things like that. And those things are small. Like, if you want a better camera, if you want an iMac, if you want, like, I don't know, anything under 5,000, really, that's not a big thing. That's small. 5,000 is not that much money. Barely any money nowadays too, right? But it's like, that's not a lot of money. So you shouldn't let that scare you. You can get it. In 30 days, you can get it. Because I think if you want to make 10 grand a month, if you want to make $10,000 a month, you only have to make $333 a day or something like that. So, you know what I mean? So think about that. And I probably will do like some kind of, like, I don't know, group around that, like people who wants to make like 10 grand a month, and kind of challenge people. I mean, it depends, right? It depends. It depends what you want. But my thing is, like, if you just want to start your YouTube channel and have a good YouTube, like, you might need like $2,000 to $5,000, right? That's not a lot. You can make that happen. Today, young people have a lot of ways to make money happen. Like, there's so many things you could do. So you can make that happen. It's just that in your mind somewhere, there's a block that there's a blockage somewhere that is telling you, oh, that's so much money. There's a block. It's either the amount that's scaring you, it's either you don't want to be uncomfortable. There is something in here that is scaring you, right? Something in there is scaring you. But once you become comfortable with the number and you start to say, oh, it's not that bad, anybody can get followers. You can at least get 10 followers. You can at least get 100 followers, right? Anybody can get followers. Anybody, right? And the more you work on it, you'll get more. Anybody can get followers. People have followers all the time. That's not a problem. But it's like I said, sometimes if the amount scares you, if you're scared of a certain dollar amount, it will be very, very hard for you to get it because it scares you. You know what I'm saying? It scares you. And you can't have the fear of money if you want to be successful like that. You cannot have the fear of money because the more afraid you become of money, the more it will control you and the more it will set you back. The more it will set you back. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I decided to teach the money mindset course last year, and that's why I'm doing it now as a membership, right? Because a lot of people a lot of people need help not being afraid of a dollar amount. It can't scare you. Because if your business is successful, you're going to spend more money. Like, let's say now, like, oh, Marlene, like, I need $5,000 to start the business, and it scares you. But I hope you understand, right? If your business is successful, you're going to go from needing 5,000 to needing 50,000, right? And then one day your business will pass that you'll go from needing 50,000 to needing $250,000. You don't get scared. You actually get happy because it shows that you're growing. When you find yourself needing more money to grow a business, it means that it's good. Like, it's a good sign. Don't feel bad about it. Hey, Mariah, what's up, boo? And then, like, one day you go from wanting $250,000 to now you need $500,000. And then you go from needing $500,000 to now you need $1 million, right? And then you go from needing $1 million to needing $2 million. That's the whole point of business. The more a business grows, the more you put money out there. So it shouldn't scare you. So now you're afraid of 5,000, right? But I pray that one day you find yourself needing $250,000, right? And then you'll know, hey, if I had the faith for 5,000, I had the faith for 20,000, I had the faith for 50,000, I had the faith for 100,000 and 150,000 and 200,000. I have the faith now for 250,000. And then one day you'll need more faith to get to $500,000. You need faith to get to $1 million. And then after that, like, you know what? I got this. We're good. You know what I mean? But that's what life is. Like, bills don't get smaller, they get bigger. You know what I mean? So it's like there's no point of being afraid of money because that's life. Bills don't get smaller, they get bigger. You know what I mean? And so you have to get to a point where you're comfortable with money, where money doesn't scare you. Okay, fine, we're gonna get it done. It's cool. I got you. You know what I mean? But you don't get scared. Because if money scares you, it's gonna be really challenging for you to be successful because you're gonna be scared. And a lot of good decisions you're not going to make because you're going to be focused on the price. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it costs this much. It's like, well, it costs money to make money. Don't lie to yourself. It costs money to make money. All these brands that you see like in your face all day, every day, they spend a lot of money to be in your face. So don't think that you're going to finesse a way to not be in people's faces or like be in people's faces without having to put some kind of money out there. You will. We all do. So it's not to be afraid of it. It's to be smart enough to know how to get that money so that you can be in people's faces all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you want. You want your team to grow. Like, because if you're, let's say you're really driven, you're really smart like that, you're really good like that. If you're able to hire 5 people that think like you, act like you, behave like you, or even as hungry as you, can you imagine how much more powerful your business is going to be? You know what I'm saying? And imagine if you're able to hire 10 people that are more powerful than you and they're part of your team. It's going to be crazy. So that's what you want. You don't want to be the only person doing everything. You can't really grow like that. And plus, it's exhausting. And you need to sleep. You need to sleep. You need to sleep. You need to drink. You need to have time with your family. Go out with your friends. Like, you need to also be balanced. Like, you need to have a social life so that when you come back to the business, you're refreshed. Like, you're like, oh, okay, I can do this again for another week, whatever. You know what I mean? But that's what it is, though, right? So you shouldn't be afraid. Like, think about how much Fashion Nova spends on marketing every single day. It's probably like 5 million, maybe more, because it feels like everybody on the internet wears Fashion Nova. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a boutique, like, you can't just be like, oh, I'm happy with my boutique the way it is. Nah, shoot. Because, like, before you know it, every day, how many more people open a boutique on the internet? I even thought about selling clothes too, but I'm like, how many people every day open up a store selling clothes, right? So it's like, if you don't grow fast enough, quick enough, yeah, with enough time, people gonna stop shopping with you. Them customers not loyal. They're not loyal. Like, don't ever lie to yourself. You know, people are hot for a second, then you fizzle out. And if you don't do the marketing right, if you don't promote, if your marketing is not popping, you will fizzle out. Right? So you have, like, so it's important to be comfortable with money, because we need money to win. Does that make sense, you guys? You need money to win. Right? And then, like, you might start off with like a setup is super pretty, but with time, you want to improve your setup, you want to improve your quality, you want to improve your sound. Like, it's a lot of money. Like, look at Tasha K too, like with Chic. Like, they have very, very pretty setups. They have very pretty visuals, right? And I can only imagine what the app looks like, right? So, but that's what it takes to be successful. People spend money. That's part of this life. Like, don't ever think that you're gonna finesse your way into not paying for stuff. You're not gonna get far. You see what I mean? So get comfortable with that. It's business. Nothing personal. It's business, right? And after a while, you're like, oh, okay, I'm okay with that. It's not that bad. It doesn't even mean anything to you, because you might want to work with an influencer one day, and then that influencer might charge like 20,000. But if you're obsessed with money, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she wants 20,000. But if that person is worth the money and you can get the money back, you should do it. You have influencers who cost $1 million, right? Like, they might, so I charge $1 million. But okay, cool. But if that influencer can get you the money back, you pay them $1 million. It's not a big deal. Because you get to a point, it's just money. It's not a big deal. But when you overthink, you start to get even more afraid and more afraid and more afraid and more afraid. And then the more afraid you become, a lot of your judgment is going to get clouded, because you're so afraid. Like, and that happens a lot too. Like, even when I have like some clients who want to work with me, I think, like, you'll have people who think so much about, oh, how much this thing is going to cost, as opposed to saying, like, okay, how much am I going to make because I did this? So because I paid for this, how much is it going to cost, right? But if what you pay, you can make it back and then some, or become a whole different person because of what you paid, then it's worth it. It's when you make nothing from what you paid, and that's when it becomes a problem, right? But otherwise, y'all, we spend money every day. Sometimes I feel like I just wake up just to spend money. But that's the game. That's just how it goes, right? But you just hope that eventually, the way you make money will outpace how much you're spending, right? So let's say you spend 5,000. As long as you can keep making like 20,000 or 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 or 80, it's okay. It's not that bad, right? But if you're spending like 5,000, but you're only making like 2,000, you're making 1,000, then that's like, eesh, right? But the hope is that how you earn money will always outpace, right, how you spend money. Amen. So that was me for the day, y'all. I will put the link to my fitness channel below. I wanted to start back the workouts November 1st. That's what I wanted to do. But I will be posting on there, like fitness stuff on there. Fitness, workouts, etc., for now. At least just have a place where I can like document like me losing weight and everything. So then you can join me if you want to. But yeah, so check out, there's Fear Crusher, and then there's Money Mindset. If the link is not here, I posted a video yesterday. All the links are in that description box, so you can check out yesterday's video, and then you'll see all the links are in there. You can check that out. I'm so busy. And if you want a series on the launch, like, let's launch the Bee Palette together. Let's sell out 5,000 units. Let's see what that looks like. I do both, really. I do both. But I tend to like doing cardio before I do weights. Because cardio is always super easy. It's a lot easier than weights, but weights are good too, because it helps with your metabolism, and it's like, it helps with like burning fat longer. So it's because when you have more muscle mass, it's always beneficial. So you can eat whatever you want. I love to eat. So, but I'll be cardio though, because I want to get back to a place where I could run, like, I want to do my 6 miles a day like I used to. I have protein shakes. But I want to get back to my 6 miles a day because I used to run 6 miles a day. So I want to get back to that because like the way the way I'm trying to become, I want to be like those like superhuman like CEO kind of thing. Like like them those people you see like on Fortune 100 magazine, like those CEOs who like wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then like they run like 6 miles, right? And they come back to the office and like they kill the day and they kill their sales. You know what I mean? Like I want to be that kind of person. Oh, Liz looks so cute. But I want to be that kind of CEO, like where it's like, yo, like this person works hard. Like that's the way, like that's really the way I want like my brand to be, like my personal brand to be. When people think of Marlene, like I want people to think of like, yo, this person works really hard. And like everything she does it really well to the best of her ability, right? So it's like from fitness to work, life, money, whatever, just like, be an example for people. Like you can do it. We can all do it. It's uncomfortable, but it's doable. You know what I mean? But I really want to be the kind of person that shows people like doing what's uncomfortable is not going to kill you, right? Like be a kind of person that when people think of you, they're like, no, this woman always like, she always pushes herself out there. Like she pushes herself to the limit, right? And she never dies. Like that's like teach people how to be brave. Like teach people how to be courageous. Like you will probably never have everything you want in one place, but it's okay. Start with what you have. Start with what you have. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Have so much confidence in yourself, right? Confidence that everything is going to work together for your good. Have confidence that God is not going to leave you nor forsake you. Have confidence that what you put out there, people will be so receptive to it that people are really, really going to love it. People are going to be like in love with it. Like, have confidence, like have a lot of confidence in yourself, in your work, in your abilities, in your beauty, in your mindset. Have confidence in what you have to offer. You know what I mean? That's what I want to teach people. You know what I mean? Like, oh, when I met Marlene, I was depressed, or when I met Marlene, I was sad. I didn't really believe in myself. But like now, like she's inspiring me to be confident. She's inspiring me to go after what I want. She's inspiring me to, be gracious. You know what I'm saying? Like she's inspired me to do a lot. So like that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. So that's how I want to inspire people. That's how I want to be remembered. Not for foolishness, but for truly, truly encouraging people to like, go after what they want and to not be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's going to work out. I don't know how, but it's going to work out. It's going to work out. Then you'll be like, oh my gosh. And then you find a new goal that's very, very challenging. And then you're like, you know what? It's going to work out. It's going to work out. I don't know how, but it's going to work out. And what are we talking about? Hey, Sally, cuckoo. How about you? Negative. We're talking about believing in yourself, Sally. Believing in yourself. You guys, Sally has a channel too. She does fashion. She finally decided to actually do a channel because she shops a lot. She has a problem. But now she works in, she always worked in Neiman's though. But now she's in Colorado and she's in Neiman's in Colorado. So she has her channel. If you click on her name, I'll take you to her channel. So she does like, but it's more like luxury stuff though. Like it's like luxury lookbooks. Oh, thank you, my love. I appreciate that. She does like all kinds of lookbooks, fashion lookbooks, purses lookbooks, glasses, all kinds of stuff. I've been telling her to be a personal stylist, but she won't listen. I'm like, you can be a personal stylist and you can be a personal shopper, but she won't listen. I told her go do a photo shoot. She don't listen. I said, okay, fine. Let me keep my mouth shut. So we're talking about like believing in yourself, not letting money stop you, not being afraid of money, what you want to be remembered for, what you want to be remembered for, what you want your legacy to be, And she's been working out. I don't know if she was working out in DC though. I was like, oh, look at you. Y'all should have seen you. You should see her workout videos. Like, what are you doing? Girl, is this how the workout's supposed to look? But she used to work out in DC too. Yeah, I told her. She did listen to me because she listened to me for the camera. She's like, Marlene. I was like, girl, be quiet. You wear designer stuff, so I know you're not crying about the price of a camera. Okay? So she got the camera. She got the Canon 90D, I think. I think that's the one I told her to get. So she got the camera. She's like, oh, Maureen, it's so good. But now I'm telling her, I also told her, I was like, you should vlog. Like, you should vlog your life, like, as in the career side, because she works for Neiman's. She does like mini, if you follow her on Instagram, she does like mini vlogs on Instagram in her stories, like outfit of the day, perfumes they have at Neiman's and things like that. So I was telling her, well, you should vlog at Neiman's, right? Like vlog a little bit. Not, you don't have to show everything, but just kind of show people like your career. People like that. There are a lot of career vlogs, like women would have like, who have like careers who vlog their day in the office, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of people who used to, there are ladies that I know that used to work in Neiman's, finesse that name, and built their own brand. There's a Asian chick, her name is Nini Style. She used to work at Neiman's. I didn't think she was an executive. I think she just worked the floor at Neiman's, right? And she built this awesome fashion blog. It's not as trending, it's not as like popping as it used to be. But like when I first started on YouTube, she was pretty big. Her name was Nini Style. Is that her name? She's Asian. Then Style Hall, the lady who started Style Hall, remember that network here on YouTube that used to like whatever? Her name is Stephanie something. She was like an exec at Neiman's. So she, she met mad people there. So it helped her with her business. And I think the girl also who started Reward Style, it's like a place for affiliates and then you get paid for being an affiliate. Reward Style. She also used to work at Neiman's, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like you gotta finesse them people's names to build your own name. And because it gives credibility to your stuff, right? So I was like, you need to vlog. I told her, I was like, you need to vlog. She don't want to listen. I said, okay. I said, I was like, you need to build a blog, have beautiful like pictures, work with a photographer, tag them people, have your affiliate links. So people want to buy stuff, you get paid a commission. She don't want to listen. I said, okay. Not just those. I was like, okay, sure. Y'all do what y'all want to do. But, you know, so, but if you follow her channel, subscribe to her channel. But yeah, but it's like you have to, like you guys, I'm telling you, like in the beginning years of building a business, you spend a lot of money. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was saying the same thing to Makita. She's like, Marlene, I feel like I've spent everything I earn. I was like, that's usually how it goes for about 5 years. Like, legit. Like, that's usually how it goes for about 5 years. I don't know you enough to tell you what kind of business you'll be good for. You know, but like, that's usually how it goes. But then once you get past, like, once you get out of that 5 year mark, usually you can be very good. You know, you can be like, you know what, I'm glad I did this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't easy, but it was worth it. A lot of YouTubers, I didn't stay, but a lot of YouTubers like who stayed committed, stayed consistent, because you need consistency. And usually you need about like 5 years for your name to be solid out here in these streets. So, it becomes worth it, right? It becomes worth it, like 5 years or so. Like it can, even a year can, like that girl I told you on Mercy, the nurse Mercy, like, in 1 year, she got like 1 million followers on YouTube. And so you can truly grow a whole lot. You can grow a whole lot if you're consistent, but it requires time and it requires money, and it's not easy, right? Because, oh, I could have spent money on this, or I could have treated myself to that, and it's like, sure, but in the long run, though, you're not going to regret it, right? It's like, it's never bad to bet on yourself. It's never a bad thing to bet on yourself, and it's never a bad thing to invest in yourself, to build your own brand, because you never know what it could be tomorrow. You just never know. You just never know. It's like, can you live without knowing? You know what I mean? I don't know. You just never know. But like, give yourself 5 years. Like, like, I'm just going to do this for 5 years. And then see. Then, like, once you get to 5 years, if you don't like it, then you can stop. But what if it really becomes something amazing within 5 years, though? I don't think you're going to regret it. You hear me? I don't think you're going to regret it. So definitely, make sure that you invest in yourself, believe in yourself. Stop living in fear. Stop living in fear. Oh, I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid. Child, we're all afraid, but you got to do it. You got to do it regardless. But yeah, y'all. But that's it. That was me. Gotta go. Been 2 hours and 17 minutes. Too much. But yeah, so check out Fear Crusher. Okay. Check out my Fear Crusher course. Check out the Money Mindset membership. It's $20 a month. So check it out. You're gonna love it. And also, when you if you go on the Money Mindset, you get 2 days for free. There's already content on there. There's content right when you get in. So when you sign up, you get 2 days for free to check it out. So when you sign up to the Money Mindset course, there's content already there. Then if you stay after the 2 days on day 3, because it's already set, they call it a drip. So you can have content and you can decide when people get to see it. So they call it a drip. So if you stay on at least for a month, so that's $20. Day 3, there's already content also there for day 3. So the Fear Crusher one, when I did it, it was a pre-order. So there was no content. You just paid. And on the 15th or 16th, I started uploading content. But with the Money Mindset membership, when you pay, it starts. Like it just starts right then and there. So it's $20. Check it out. Just be mindful when it charges your card. And then if you want to cancel before the next payment. Okay. But give it a... And then when you get in also, you can kind of see like the course, the topics of the course. I'll just, every week I'll just take one topic and just like really go in detail with that. So usually like every topic will have like 3 to 4 videos. Then we'll talk about that. That's why I really like Kajabi. I like Kajabi. It's so organized. It's really organized. It's very structured. So when I make a video, it's for a specific topic. I know exactly what I'm making the video for. So we're focused on that. So it's like super, super organized. It's really, really organized. So, yeah, check it out. Check it out, y'all. So that's it, my people. So I hope I see you in class. I really do. It's going to be nice. I'm really good. I promise you, I'm really good. I'm good at this stuff. Because I can't wait. I can't wait. Can't wait to help you with your mindset when it comes to money. Can't wait to help you with like fear. If you struggle with fear, come over here. Come over here. If you also need me for one-on-one, because since I know about Simply Book Me, I'm going to start adding a link also if you want to work with me like one-on-one. If you need like some coaching, if you need like motivational coaching. I was just going to say that here you said it, but yeah. But for now, I don't have it set up, so you can send me a DM, which is Lena, the money girl, or you can email me. Yeah, we said it. That's crazy. You can also email me, Lena Teaches Wealth at gmail.com. So that's Lena from Marlene Teaches Wealth Money at gmail.com. You can message me that way, or you can send me a DM on Instagram if you want to do like one-on-ones. So you have 2 options. You can do like the pre-recorded course, which is like super affordable. And I will always try to keep the courses like the maximum will be 40. Like any of them, like my self-development course, because I want everybody to take it. I really do. I really do. Because the more people take it and can be like, oh, you know what? It did this for me. It did that for me. The more positive reviews I can get, like, then it's going to encourage more people to want to take it. So I need it to be affordable so that people don't have resistance to at least trying it out. Because I want people to at least try it out, even if it's like just for a month. But just try it out and see how it helps you. And if you really like it, then you stay, right? So that way it's like we all grow from that. So you have that space. Well, I will always try to keep everything like $40 and below. Nothing more than that. Because it's not that deep. But then if you need me like one-on-one, like, oh, Marlon, I really want to work with you one-on-one. Or maybe you take the pre-recorded courses, but you still want to work with me one-on-one also, send me an email or send me a DM also. I'm here. I'm open. I always check my phone. Because I would love to help you. Because a lot of you guys, I'm telling you, you just need someone to like, refocus you real quick, real good. And then boom, you'll be good to go. Be like, oh my gosh, this was quite painful, but it's good. That's all you need. So you can stop wasting time, stop lollygagging, stop procrastinating, stop worrying about foolishness. No, you need someone to help you reset your mind real quick so that you can get back to what really matters. You know what I mean? You can get back to what really matters, and you can stop being a bystander or like somebody who just sits on the side and just watches other people win all the time. Like, nah. You know, you want to be motivation for other people too. Like you want to be someone's body goals. Like you want to be somebody's like business goals. You want to be someone's motivational goals. You want to be somebody's whatever kind of goal. Like you also want to be goals for someone. You know what I mean? You want to inspire people. You know what I'm saying? You want to inspire people too. You want your presence to mean something, but you can't do that until you start working on yourself. But once you do the work on yourself and like you start having the right mindset, you'll see more people will start to come to you. Like one time I was just sitting here and this lady, like she donated like $200 to my GoFundMe. I was like, what's happening here? I was so shocked. I was so shocked. Oh, what the heck is this? So nice of her. God bless her. Sharice, her name is Sharice. I didn't even, she's like, oh, Marlene, I want you to come and like, she wanted to invite me. She wants to invite me also to be like a speaker at some event. So she was like, oh, how much would you want? And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, you know? But this is what happens when you start to be in a good space, a good zone, and you operate in the right frequency, like you'll be surprised, like opportunities that start coming to you effortlessly, like just super easy, you know. And that's why I want to teach people, like it don't always have to be hard. It doesn't always have to be friction. It doesn't always have to be opposition. It doesn't always have to be depression. It doesn't always have to be anxiety and anguish. Like certain things could just be like really, really smooth like that, right? So if you want to work like one-on-one with me too, I would love that. Ladybug was asking about that yesterday, but I would really love that too. Because some people need more of a one-on-one type of situation. So that's nice as well. Um, you know what I mean? So that's it. But you got it, boo. You got it. You got it. You got what it takes. Yeah. You got what it takes, right? You got what it takes. You have what it takes. Stop being afraid. And instead, start being consistent. Even Maria right there said, oh, that's awesome. She also does like fruit baskets, but she's in the UK. She's in London. But she does fruit baskets. So she has these really, really pretty fruit. Maria, can you write your Instagram for the fruit basket so they can see it? She has like a fruit basket, but they're so delicious. I'm like, oh, this is so good. They look so good. So it's like pineapples, strawberries. She has like some other exotic fruits that she puts in her stuff. But that one too, don't want to be consistent. You know, but she has like really, really nice fruit baskets, right? And it's like, you see, like it's so pretty. But these are things that like a lot of people would enjoy. You know, a lot of people would love that. You know, you could like for parties, for events, for gatherings, like whatever, for offices, you know, like that's really, really cute. But she don't want to be consistent. So I don't know what to tell you. But it's really pretty. She has a pretty Instagram for like all of her fruit stuff. So Heavenly Fruits, I think that's what it's called. I think it's called Heavenly Fruits. Yeah, it's called Heavenly Fruits. Heavenly Fruits _ if I'm not mistaken, something like that. Yeah, so she does fruit baskets also. See, I keep up with everybody. I keep up with everyone. So don't be afraid, y'all. Do not be afraid. Okay. And I will gladly share my story. I will gladly share my testimony so that you know exactly what time it is. But yeah, that's it, people. That's it. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was encouraging. I hope it was motivational. I hope it was what you needed. Cheer for me, cheer for me. And that's I'm gonna leave you. I gotta go work some more. I need to make a list of like influencers for the bee palette lunch. That is stressing me out, but I get it done. And then yeah, then that's it. All right. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for being with me. And yeah, if you need me, I'm on Instagram. Lena the Money Girl. Lena the Money Girl. I love that name. Yeah, so Lena the Money Girl, holler at me. I'm on Instagram. You can catch me there. Send me a DM or you can email me. LenaTeachesWealth@gmail.com. I'll see the stuff on my phone. All right. Enjoy your Wednesday. And hopefully I'll holler at you tomorrow. By God's grace. Okay? Bye. Bye, peeps. Love y'all. She got to go now. She's tired. Okay, I'm going to end this.